We're going to start Chapter 5, so we're going to get a recap of events.
A train groping and a murder seem to occur simultaneously. Yagami relentlessly pursues these cases, attempting to poke holes in each. After confronting Akihiro Ehara, the key figure in both crimes, he witnesses a harrowing video that provides more questions than answers. In it, a bound man pleads for his life, but his attacker, bound by vengeance, snuffs it out.
Yeah, that last chapter really dropped a bomb. Where they're like, this dude has a bulletproof alibi, but then a video comes out of him being in a different location doing that murder.
So the murder footage is already making the rounds online. I don't think it's showing up on TV, though.
Yeah, the net's a mess right now. It's all unsubstantiated rumors and unverified sources. Typical, really. An ex-cop going from by-the-book sex offender to vigilante avenger overnight is prime forum drama. Sentiment seems to be swinging in favor of Ehara, but there's plenty of folks on the fence about it, too. The reactions have been all over the board.
Do we know if that video is authentic? I mean, CG has come a long way, right?
Oh, or perhaps a deep fake. That is plausible. AI has reached the point where it can generate pretty convincing facsimiles. Someone even made a video that made it look like the US president was saying a bunch of crazy stuff. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Deep fakes are only getting more authentic looking.
The game's starting to mention deepfakes is really great. Though I don't think anything's ever going to top the fucking scene in Spider-Man Miles Morales where deepfakes
So
is
I ran
used.
every check I could think of on the murder footage. Wouldn't you know it? Nothing came up. Most likely, we're looking at the real deal.
Most likely?
Well, no one can claim with absolute certainty that it wasn't altered in some way. Which means it's not substantial enough.
They wouldn't be
prove
referring to
Ehara's guilt.
Obama. This game actually
Not in a
does take
court of
place
law.
in modern times.
Gotcha.
The
Do you know
date
when and
in-game
where
is
the
like
footage was
December
uploaded?
2021.
It was posted sometime last night, but the source is too hard to pin down. The uploaders spread it across multiple servers overseas in a well-concerted effort to hide their tracks.
Makes sense. But I'll bet it ultimately came from Mikoshiba's killers, no matter how real or fake it is.
How do you figure?
Think about it. No one could have staged that unless they knew the specifics of how Mikoshiba was killed. From how he was positioned to little things like the blood on the ground, every last detail was just as the detectives described it.
That's a good point.
Obama Gaming.
All this browsing's really taken
Reminder, we
toll
do
on
have
the
a
old
stream
team.
goal for TAC 2 that is currently running. It's right here. Feel free to help us reach that goal. It helps keep the lights on, whatnot. By the way, please refer to these dudes in masks that have awful hair that makes me want to die.
Looks like another visit to Ehara might clear things up. You should ask Shirosaki-sensei about it.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Also, it's still September, so both gift subs and brand new subs are 20% off. So if people are interested in that, feel free. It's especially good because we're in sub-only mode, so lurkers who may want to get in the chat, you have it out that's even cheaper than usual.
Let me get this straight. Ehara went and felt a lady up on the day Mikoshiba got killed on purpose? If that's the case, why the hell would he upload a murder confession after the fact? Is he trying to get caught?
Only Ehara could answer that one for you. I want to ask him that question myself.
So, we're off to see Saori-san then? Let's hit it.
Yeah, I guess so. Ow. What's our points at? 6,800? We can do something. Boost health recovery when you eat? I don't know if I necessarily want that. I do like eating multiple meals. I do like this. I would like to increase the chance of special bonuses being attached to meals. I think I was posting for the random gift sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm good for now. Yeah, you did the thing. Hell yeah. Oren with the donation. Let me open up Streamlabs. They didn't have that open. My bad. Let me check, see if you wrote a thingy. And this website loads real slowly. Might as well help to see you suffering playing another TAC game. You might as well. This is the last goal in which I'm purposely choosing a game that I know I won't like. So, for the year. So, we might as well soak it in. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that guy ain't much. Yeah, we upgraded our damage a bit, so these guys are kind of gonna be a joke.
Really, guys?
Also, when I mean random, I mean when you gift something to the community, it just random selects someone to get it, unless you specifically specify for the person. All right. Ow. Come on, big guy. Thought the wording was funny. I have a way with words, yeah. I'm gonna use my shit too, man. It's no problem. Whee! Why is it dubbed in English so they speak Japanese when fighting? They just didn't dub that. Localizing these games is a nightmare, so some stuff falls out. It's like how they don't really, they don't do lift flaps, and they don't dub some incidental battle dialogue. In exchange, we didn't have to wait for a localization time. This came out worldwide. Which is great in the days when there was a chance they were just never going to put these games out anymore, and then suddenly we get all of them. They don't even do the flaps? No. It takes a shit ton of work, and is just something that isn't feasible if they're trying to do a worldwide launch. Like, Yakuza 7 had matching lip flaps, but that meant they had 6 months to, in localization after the game was out in Japan to do that. Scott, the dude who's, like, in charge of... He's, like, the localization lead at Sega Europe, which is the ones in charge of this, actually. Made a really big thread on Twitter talking about it. Man, that feels great. Really? Next. Where are we going? Where are we going even? We're going up this way. I'm gonna keep hitting enemies on the way because the experience gain's pretty good. The lip flap stuff actually takes a decent amount of work. FF7 Remake even opted more for all the incidental scenes to just use AI to do a lot of that stuff, just because there's so much of it you have to do. I like it when they don't do it because it looks really bad and it's funny. Like Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain of Memories, and you watch a cutscene like that and you're like, what is happening? They didn't even try to match the mouth. Chain of Memories is like the most egregious one, where you kind of just notice it and go, what? It's not like with anime where they're like, rework the script to match those lips. I should get some gear for Inner Top at some point. Might as well. Might as well boost these up. I like how I'm adding these things for tailing missions, but we haven't encountered one since the intro of the game, and that was like 9 hours ago.
Hold the door, please.
Huh? Mafia, you're here?
It's been too damn long, Mafia-chan.
Yeah. By any chance, Yagami-kun, are you working on a case for Saori? A video got leaked. It depicted a man committing a murder.
Yeah, it was bad.
Are you here about the Ahara case too?
Of course. The prosecutor's office is in total chaos right now, especially the higher-ups.
I'll bet. After all, they're the ones who pushed for Ahara's battery conviction. If that video is real, that would mean Ahara got them to hand him a slap on the wrist instead of a murder conviction.
Yes. And it's not like the prosecution can say, "Sorry, Your Honor, we'd like a do-over," after the fact. To make matters worse, everything leading up to the trial was broadcast all over the news. Changing our tune now would undermine public trust.
That's for sure.
So, for the time being, our department is trying to predict how the defense will approach the situation. Hence why they sent me here to check in on my good friend Saori. Totally no strings attached.
Well, that clears up a lot.
There you kids are. Figured you had to show up sometime.
All I know about this game is the
Mafia?
prequel because
You're
the
caught up in
friends
this
are
too?
calling it Japanese
she ran
Columbo
into us
thanks to you.
downstairs.
I'm sure you can work
Ah,
out that
okay.
I'm here to spy on you. But wouldn't you like to know what we're up to as well?
Are you sure that's your only motive coming here?
Sorry?
Something like a professional excuse to see Yagami-san?
In your dreams? I had no idea Yagami-kun was involved until just now.
All right, I'll accept that. For now.
Gotta say, I miss this little banter.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Needless to say, our office is going through this footage with a fine-tooth comb. That said, they've already determined their stance. They've deemed it an unreliable source and therefore useless as evidence. Basically, they want it to look like it was considered and already thrown out.
Huh? So, they're not gonna verify the video? Not even question Ahara about Mikoshiba? Nothing?
Nope. Not after it was proven in court that Ehara committed sexual battery on October 7th. I mean, wouldn't you say a conviction has a certain finality to it? Besides, there's no way Ehara could have murdered Mikoshiba within that limited time span.
Right.
Which means the murder video doesn't really add up, does it?
What are you getting at?
I'm saying the prosecution believes the video has been falsified. Special effects, CGI, whatever it is, we're not buying it.
Huh.
The time
Either
of
way,
death
the
could just be
prosecutor
wrong.
Pushing that stance was the one who handled Ehara's trial.
And that is...
His name is Sadao Takano. He was the one gunning the hardest for Ehara the first time around, especially considering his officer status. He kept insisting justice be served, which got the public behind him rather quickly.
He certainly looked the part of the people's prosecutor, grilling Ehara in court.
So what you're saying is, Takano could never accept anything but Ehara's original sentence. Since this footage of the murder contradicts that finding, he just thinks it's a sham.
Yes, and he'd add that a fair trial's result can't be challenged by some video on the internet.
Well, who could honestly trust a system that changes its mind so easily? Both the prosecutor's office and the court are beholden to the case as Takano-kun presented it.
That's just sweeping the issue under the rug.
It has a domino effect, too. The police are beholden to the verdict we got, so their hands are tied. This applies to both Tokyo and Kanagawa.
Really? Why's that?
Supposedly, they don't want to get involved with Ehara until they're sure the video is real. They come in with a list of questions about the murder, it'll show that doubt's being cast on the original ruling.
Yeah, but no one can prove that the
Sorry
video's
for being
real.
terrible in your stream chat. Don't worry, so many
Right.
people are terrible
There's
in
no
my
way to
stream
verify
chat.
the legitimacy of an untraceable video.
It's fine.
But if the police aren't allowed to see Ehara, he'll never even become a suspect in the murder. That means he's untouchable.
Exactly. None of the detectives are happy about that.
If you take offense to that when I didn't target you,
Their job
feel like
is to
you've
bring in a
got-
suspect,
you're
but their
putting a
leads
target
are
on
all
your back.
ending up at the same
Frankly,
dead end.
QB.
Until recently, people were lining up to bring Ehara to justice. Yet somehow his involvement in a murder totally derailed that.
Don't be so surprised. No cop would ever want to undermine a ruling based on their own findings. Anyone who wants to go against the grain's gonna need hard evidence on their side.
So the case goes cold, all to save face for the court and the prosecution. If Ehara really did commit murder, it'll have been the perfect crime. This debacle only serves as proof.
True. It would
Have you
turn
seen
the
there's
trial
releasing
into a
the
farce.
Disney retro
There's
games
no
again,
way
but this
they're
time they're
gonna
finally including the
But
SNES
wouldn't
Aladdin game.
challenging this
Are
mean
they
going up
including the
against the
SNES
entire
Aladdin
system?
game?
Yeah. That
I looked at
scare
that
ya?
box and went,
Not
it's just
at
gonna
all.
be that fucking
In fact, I
Genesis
was
one.
just thinking, we're the only ones who could take a case like this.
Ha! That's the good shit, kid.
This whole time we've been
Oh
writing
my
on Ehara as
God.
a convicted sexual predator.
It totally is.
But it's looking more
Huh.
and more likely the court played
How about
right into
that?
his hand. As for me, I'm done being played for a fool.
Let's see.
Then you've heard what I came to say. And with that, I will be on my way. But if you need help,
ESRB related
Just ask.
the 2019 Switch
think
game
we're
will be
good for now.
repackaged with the Jungle Book.
Thanks.
That did clear
And
up a
all
lot.
versions
No
will be
problem.
included of that. And
See
the
ya.
SNES version of Aladdin. Oh, okay.
Was Mafiyu-chan cuter than ever, or what? Think maybe it's time to light that flame again, huh?
How you
many
good at
times do I have to tell you?
multitasking?
It's not like that.
I have two computer monitors. Well, I'm buying that.
Not for you.
Aladdin on SNES was one of my favorite childhood games, so actually having it on a current console's nice. I hope it comes to something aside from Switch. Mainly because I love the idea of Super Nintendo games being on PlayStation. It was really funny when Super Star Wars got on here, and I'm like, what are you doing? How'd you get here? Also, let's go talk to Salary because I totally forgot to. Hello. Excuse me. 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 She's like, you did like 3
what I'd
flips
like to do
around
is
my
ask
desk.
Ahara about that video face to face. Any chance we could see him again?
I was actually about to suggest that. One moment. It's from Ahara's prison.
What?
Hello? Yes, this is Shirosaki. Yes, I can talk.
His prison? Why would they call us directly?
Guess we'll find out.
Understood. I appreciate the candor. That was one of the prison wardens. He was asked to convey a message from Ahara.
About what?
In short, he won't be speaking with his representation any further.
You're joking.
To be more specific, he said he's not taking any more questions. It seems he fully grasps the situation, even in custody.
How
Good
is
morning,
that even
Axel Diamond.
possible?
I'm guessing the murder footage.
If you hold
that
the
was
space
uploaded
button on your
yesterday was
phone, you can
also
scroll the
playing out
cursor
in
left and
advance.
right. That's weird.
That or Ahara's conspirators have to be filling him in. How else could he predict?
Did you know Shinji Mikami worked on that Aladdin game?
I can
Yeah, it's
see
probably
either
his
of those
best work.
scenarios making sense.
But only someone on the force could be leaking insider information to him like that.
Damn.
Might be time to bring back my favorite tweet, where I'm like, in the
Whatever it
Genesis
is,
version of Aladdin, you get a
screwing
sword.
up our plans.
Yeah, on the SNES
Yeah,
version, you get a good
Timing
video
couldn't
game.
have been worse. Now what are we supposed to do?
Come on. There are plenty of leads that don't involve grilling the culprit.
Yeah? I'd like to hear him.
Well, if it were me, I'd start with Saori-kun.
Okay.
The first thing I want to learn is whether Ehara is really the murderer in this footage. Given the entire sexual battery incident as an alibi, there is no way he could have murdered Mikoshiba. However, this new footage knocks the bottom out of that premise.
Right. Either his alibi or the murder footage. One of the two's been fabricated.
Let's see. What if they're both real? It's kind of what I'm
But
assuming.
hold on. What if they're both real?
Both his alibi and the video? In that case, let's start with the murder. After committing the murder in Ijincho, Ehara would have had 13 minutes to make it to Ikebukuro Station.
Ijincho and Ikebukuro are roughly 30 kilometers apart. It's possible if he traveled 140 kilometers an hour.
Is it though? Ehara would have had to change out of his bloody clothes. So he probably ought to shave those 13 minutes down. On top of that, he was traveling during rush hour. It just doesn't seem feasible.
Okay, then let's rule that out. I'd say we're making some progress here, guys.
Boy.
I listen to the
you're
latest
really
podcast,
reaching
and I
for
want
that
you to know
silver
that
lining, aren't you?
I'm just imagining Cat Shark's me now. God. When did that come up? What are we doing? Oh God, that came out. Oh.
The footage of the murder must have been manipulated somehow. It could have put Ahara's face onto the real killer, or even rendered the whole thing
By the way,
digital.
chat, the
So
Monster
you're
Hunter
suggesting we
Netflix
should
spoiler
distrust the
cast is
murder
now up.
footage?
It's our new podcast.
And how do we prove it's real or fake?
Well, I'm sure
It's a
Tsukumo's
podcast
cracked
so
the whip,
good we recorded
so,
it.
Yeah, let's find some other evidence.
And forgot we made
I'd say
it
there's
3
only
weeks
one
later.
angle left.
And then we're like, we're missing something. We had to have recorded something a few weeks ago.
I think we should
Me and
revisit
Dan were
the
sitting down
harassment
searching,
case.
trying to figure it out
When
for
the
like
sentence came
5
down in
minutes.
court, no one expected it to end up as a murder alibi. Plus, everyone suspected Ahara was working alone. He may have not been. All this makes a huge difference. No one would suspect a train groping to involve accomplices or alibis. The search for evidence wouldn't be as intense as for a murder.
But the entire incident was caught on camera, top to bottom. There's more than enough physical evidence, too.
Then we'll need to verify each and every aspect of the case.
That sounds like
Okay,
the effects of
what
the movie.
first?
We didn't
Should
write
we
it in our
investigate
schedule
the crime scene
spreadsheet
again?
because it was
Maybe
impromptu.
we'll
We
discover
watched
something
it that
new
day
if
and
we check
recorded
out
it
the
that
station
day.
during the crime's actual time frame.
No, I think we saw everything we could.
Then we
there.
did something else that took
Actually,
priority.
If we're reviewing evidence.
Oh yeah, it
we
was
could do
the
that
No
from
More
right
Heroes
here,
3
couldn't we?
gamer premonitions
What
because we
catches your
had
eye
guests for that one.
I asked
We had
if
like
he's
Galarian and
fabricated
Thor High
evidence
Heels
with
on
light
that.
to show signs of
So it was
tampering.
extra time
This
sensitive
would
because the
prove
game was
Ihara's
also
alibi
about to come
doesn't
out.
hold up.
If Ihara murdered Mikoshiba, there must be some deceit within the groping evidence. Commuter pass automatically records the time of entry. He passed through the station ticket gate at 7:43, over an hour before the incident occurred.
This part's still getting to me.
You think it's Ihara's transit card? Let's see. Ihara used his transit card to get through the gates at Ikebukuro Station, meaning the system logged his entrance automatically. This was on October 7th at 7:43 a.m.
We know the earliest time Mikoshiba could have been murdered was 7:30 a.m. But traveling from Ijincho to Ikebukuro in only 13 minutes? I mean,
It's beyond unrealistic. Near impossible, really.
then all this card proves is that Ihara simply passed through the gate?
Well, yes. But as he did so, Ihara was caught on multiple security cameras as well. So the card is corroborating evidence for that.
I see. Thought I was onto something.
That monster hunter movie is really bad. It's kind of shocking how bad that was. Probably Dante Basco's worst role. Deceit with the evidence.
This part's still getting to me.
The security footage from Ikebukuro Station shows Ihara arriving at the platform around 7:50 a.m. He just stood there for over an hour until boarding the 906 train.
He was looking for a target, right?
Yes, but Ihara says he was deliberating whether to go through with seeing his wife. After all, the two are separated.
Could there be any chance this is an Ihara imposter?
Huh?
Using the hat and shades to make it less obvious? Think about it. If Ihara had a double, he'd be free to murder Mikoshiba in Ijincho at 7:30. Then a few hours later, just past 9 o'clock, he swaps places with the stand-in and gropes the victim.
I actually considered that possibility. But there wasn't an opportunity for any sort of swap to occur.
None at all?
See, Ihara was caught on multiple security cameras standing right by the victim as they board the train. And the camera inside the train car continues this unbroken footage. At this point, Ihara gropes the victim, as proven by the trace elements detected. Then once the train arrives at Shinjuku, Ihara flees the scene, and is promptly tackled by passers-by once the victim calls for help. After that, he's brought into police custody, and eventually booked into jail.
Man, I thought you had something there. A stand-in would have really fit the bill.
Right? Since we're pretty sure Ihara had accomplices, why not assume one could have been his stand-in?
As we discussed, there was no opportunity for any sort of person swapping to occur. The victim felt a hand reach up into her knee-length skirt, scaring her motionless for the full 6-minute ride to Shinjuku Station.
Could you describe the victim for me?
She's an office worker married to an industrial designer. Also has a 6-year-old son. Full name, Yui Mamiya. 30 years old.
A wife and mother.
Perhaps if we talk to Mamiya-san directly, she could give us more insight than that video. She may even recall something none of us know, upon learning Ihara's alibi might have been fabricated.
That's a good plan. We'll finally have a fresh source of info.
In that case, give me a moment so I can get a meeting set up. We should have her address and other information somewhere on file. Bear in mind, Mamiya-san was the victim here. As the assailant's defense, I doubt we'll get a warm welcome.
That's pretty standard for us, I'd say. Nobody rolls out the red carpet for a detective, right?
Yeah. Say, Kaito-san, it looks like we've got some free time, so let's say we grab some food.
Now that you mention it, I am getting hungry.
You can eat a banana. Well, didn't take us too many attempts to figure something out. Oh, great. That dude's
I think
eyebrows.
they want something? Bet it's not a friendly hello.
They do look like they mean business.
This Arcade's idea of an ambush? How basic.
Kaito-san, there's more.
Over there, too.
Same losers from yesterday. Guess they want to settle the score.
Looks like they rounded up some buddies and waited for us to show.
Well, whatever the hell they want, let's not get Genda-sensei and them involved. Follow me.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get away from the office before we get into our fight. Alright, we're gonna take it right. There we go.
Alright, I'm getting fed up with this shit.
Why haven't they made a move yet? It's like they're waiting for something.
Whatever it is, they're taking their sweet-ass time. Hey! Quit dicking around and come get some!
What the hell? They're just gonna keep stalking us?
Nope. Thanks for waiting, assholes.
Shit!
Whoa! Yuri Lowenthal came with a bat.
Let me guess. You're RK too?
Bastard went straight for our heads. Are you nuts, guy?
Shut your mouth.
Fucking RK members. Actually, you got me in a grab. Let's twist that around.
Let's go.
Thanks for the help. Oh yeah, videos have still returned. Trying to get one out a day at 11 until I'm dead.
That's one down.
Not out of the woods just yet.
We really went all out on the backup. Is the whole town RK now or something?
Doc, we should probably get gone before the cops roll in.
Why? It's not our fault we're getting jumped.
I hate to tell you this, but you're allegedly in Eastern time now. No, I'm in the Florida Panhandle, so I'm still Central.
Yeah. At this rate, we won't be meeting Sari-san and the others. Wouldn't want to drag them into this.
Point. So why not hit RK at home?
Yeah?
Why not? Soma and Akatsu are at the top, and they probably remember me. I'll just ask them real nice to keep their goons off our back. Unless you want to keep dealing with these fucking scrubs.
I'm fine with making a house call. Any idea where it is?
Yeah, a club in the back of Theater Square. Used to be RK exclusive. Nowadays, I hear they let in thugs from all over. I admit, I'm I'm kind of curious. What is it?
Man, you got quite the crew. All right, you guys first. He'll never walk again.
I need to tell
I gotta remember to change styles regularly to get extra bonuses. Because, yeah, that EXP gain's pretty tight.
For real?
Really, guys?
Oh, there's more over there. Yeah, might as well get them too. They really are guarding like every corner.
One more!
Thank you, person man thing. Appreciate the 100 bits.
What a waste.
Light Yagami 2021. Fuck them kids.
Really, guys?
what is it? I need to
Yeah, we'll go to a food place after this fight.
What a waste.
let's hit it.
Let's see, there's an entrance right here.
いらっしゃいませ。
Is Smile Burger.
Starving. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございました。
Alright, back to our trip. Alright, last wave.
Really, guys?
All right, 14,000. That's pretty solid. Charges up the X gauge faster. Yeah, we want more of that.
This is it, Talk. Get ready to meet some shady people.
Yeah, shady is definitely the operative word here. Can't imagine this place gets a lot of foot traffic.
Who knew an entrance to the underground was right here in broad daylight? All right, let's get in there and be done with this.
Hey, who the hell are you two? Got some invitations?
The Yagami Detective Agency doesn't need any. Say, is Akutsu or Soma around?
Detectives, huh?
There a problem here? This is a public business, isn't it?
About time you showed up. We've been expecting you.
Nothing like running into an old friend.
You want to talk to Akutsu-san, fine. But only Kaito gets in.
Why?
See, we all knew the Yakuza out in the cold would come around to us once the Tojo clan cleared out. Know what makes us such a hit?
Who gives a shit?
We got a system fleshed out. Your average gangbanger starts at rank F. But an ex-Yakuza, a Tojo head at that, fast-tracked right to B rank. Oh, and just for you, Kaito-san. The boss says he'll start you out at A.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got your pick of the chumps. But I'm here to talk to a fucking adult man. So get stepping and take me to Akutsu.
Spoken like a man with some balls. I can see why Akutsu's had his eye on you.
What? So I really have to just wait in the lobby?
You should thank your lucky stars you're not dead yet.
I don't know about this, Kaito-san. What if you need backup?
Relax, Talk. All I gotta do is talk man-to-man with Akutsu real quick, and we'll be out of here.
You heard the man. Now come on.
Well, if it's gonna be that quick, I'll just wait right here.
Do whatever you want.
You're shit for business.
Ah, come on. Don't you want to be friends? Hey, think I could use your restroom? There's one inside, right?
Go shit on the cement for all I care. Restrooms are for guests only.
So, you in arcade too? I take it business is good lately.
Oh, hell yeah. Recruits are swarming in by the dozen. If you're looking for quick cash in Kamurocho, arcade's where it's at. Plenty of hotties, too.
This dude's like
Wow.
insanely
And
ugly
all
in a
you do
way
is
I wasn't
fool
ready
around on
for.
your phone. Talk about living on Easy Street.
Screw you.
Hey, not my fault they don't loop you into the good jobs. Bet those only go to the A rank guys. You must be, what, F? F minus?
The fuck did you just say?
Oh, did I offend you? Sorry. Guess some gangbangers are softies.
I'll show you who's soft, asshole!
Sorry. Getting split up from my buddy does make me kind of an asshole. All right, let's go.
Stealthy time. Let's see. Ah, there's a door right here. Ooh, boodles. I could kill the lights, maybe.
Suspicious. What the?
Oh. Anything to get a leg up. Barrels and stuff. Doesn't look like it. None of these boxes.
Hey.
Ah, okay. I'd hovered over this, but not in the right position.
Hey, where'd that new guy get taken to?
I heard Akutsu-san wanted to see him.
For real? Was he taken to the VIP room then?
Sounds like it.
Even I've never gotten in there. What makes him such a big shot?
Yeah, I just put Japanese Columbo in the title. That's the bit we've been running for a while. Alright, let's follow this guy. Okay, we have to change direction a little bit.
Sorry, man. Take a quick breather.
Yeah, you might actually pull this one off.
Hey, you there!
Yes? Can I help you?
You better stop fucking around. Didn't I ask you for another round?
Huh? Another round?
You forgot my order already? I want my
Nintendo fucked up and leaked a couple things from the Direct.
Yeah,
It's
get rid
okay,
of it.
I'm not looking at Twitter today, so I'm just gonna avoid it.
You know what? Fuck the bottle. How about you just mix me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ah, yes. The biggie drink.
Here, sir.
Blech. Want some money? Okay. Gonna be honest, was not expecting him to just look directly at me. I was like, what did you want? I feel blameless in this situation. Okay, I was just unlucky with maybe he was like mid-turn right as I went toward this direction. Ah, they want me to take this guy down. I was so used to passing through other dudes, I was like, what do you mean? Why can't I walk upstairs? It's okay. I once again feel blameless. Oh, okay. That one kind of sucks because I can barely see his face from that corner anyway. It's okay. We'll try and get it this time, chat. We'll go slow. Alright, he is turned around. I changed clothes in between cuts, by the way.
I hate to say it, Akutsu. I'm in a price bracket you couldn't afford if you wanted to.
I'm not saying you'd need to call it quits on the detective gig you've got going, Kaito-san. You can just give us a hand, help us out a bit when Arcane needs some real muscle on the field.
That a fucking joke? On what planet would I sign up for more busy work?
Think you might want to tone it down there, big guy? I've got my boys in the room. Being talked to like this isn't a good look.
Why would you care how you look? You're a bunch of damn Yakuza. You and Soma are picking up the Tojo clan scraps, yeah? Or do you have a real plan?
We'd have the manpower if we wanted to.
With all your washed-up Yakuza and punk-ass kids? I don't see it happening, man. What are you fucking thinking?
Exactly why we need more guys like you. Help me show this crew how the big boys roll. I need some authority on this to get it built the right way.
So you want me on as a drill sergeant for scumbags? Count me out.
Kamurocho's underground river of cash is still flowing, but there's no more Tojo clan upstream to collect it all. There's no more rules. We can run this town however the fuck we want. And once we've got ours, we can slip back into civilian lives to live it up clean as a whistle.
You want to be a civilian again? You're kidding.
Oh yeah. Want to have the cash to buy your favorite store, pop out a couple of kids and settle down with a family? Never would have been possible in the Yakuza life.
Well, why the fuck would you need me to do that? After you step into the shadow of the underworld, you never really escape from those chains. Don't sell me your bullshit like I'm one of your fucking brats. Huh. Sounds to me like your whole damn pitch just ran out of gas. Go out there and build your dream gang if you want. I don't give a shit. That said, if you keep bugging me about this shit, I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Keep your fucking distance from us.
Did you say us? Are you refusing to join up because you have a partner? Bring Yagami along for all I care.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
I'd reconsider that stance if I were you. If you aren't coming along as a friend, then you're my enemy.
I don't take work from assholes.
Have it your way, then. Hey, round up the boys.
Sir. Hey! Get off your asses!
Too late for that. I knew exactly how this little chat was gonna go down.
Son of a...
Yeah, well, I knew exactly where you'd be for a chat you weren't invited to.
Well, if you're done over there, shall we get back down to business?
You're not walking out of here.
If you don't know how to use that thing, you're gonna cut yourself, man. You sure?
You fuckers are the ones who don't know shit. This whole damn town belongs to the arcade now, you know.
Now the whole town belongs to you, huh? You fucking morons. You're gonna have to pry this town out of my hands!
Let's get 'em, girls.
Come on.
I'll just do it on the get up. And the kick. This chair seems useful. Yeah, that'll get us a couple of them.
Hey, quit dragging your ass!
Right! Sorry, boss. Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
Oh, good, more.
Let's go.
We didn't even need the third. Whee! Come on. And... Bam.
Dumbass, you down already? No, sir. Come on, let's fucking do this!
Third time's the charm, I guess. We have no recovery, but we do have, we can't extract that. This is gonna be a toughie, then. Let's see, what can we do here? They got me nervous, I'm pretty low. Ah, that knocks me out. Help! Ah, my knife. And we'll give it another shot. I'll just focus on taking, like, no damage in this first phase. I love it's just a little baby kick.
Dragging your ass. Right. Sorry, boss. Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
Wah. Wah. Nope. I was hoping holding block would do anything for that.
Dumbass, you down already? No, sir. Come on, let's fucking do this!
Hello. All right, let's see. I was like, I had the counter ready. Knife just beats all that out. Oh, damn, he just fucking ganked me from the fucking back. Ah, okay. Well, let's do it again.
Let's go.
Does Tiger Mode drain HP while it's active? No. Well, I have this in my hand now.
Quit dragging your ass. Right. Sorry, boss. Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
And not intentional, but I'll take it.
Dumbass, you down already? No, sir. Come on, let's fucking do this!
That's the main guy out. Oh, he just kind of kicked out of the combo. That fucking sucks. Alright, let's do it again.
Let's go.
I just have to be careful to not get hit by his big move that does half my health in one go. You know, simple enough.
Hey, quit dragging your ass! Right. Sorry, boss. Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
Here I come.
Dumbass, you down already? No, sir. Come on, let's fucking do this!
At least it's one of the bigger guys. Alright, run away from that. Can't believe they even guarded through that. Shit. Nope. There we go.
Now I understand why you wanted Kaito on your side.
Still got anything you want to say, Akutsu?
I can appreciate your perspective on this, Kaito.
In that case, you better leave us the hell alone.
Yeah, we can do that. We get it. It's fine. Right, Akutsu?
Why are you here? Aren't you busy?
Just checking in. You made quite a mess here.
Tak, meet Soma. He's the leader of the RK.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You keep saying we, but I don't think you know what's going on. You just gonna waltz in here and bark orders?
Kaito-san turned down your offer, didn't he? And the other guy is Yagami from his own detective agency. Before that, he was an accomplished lawyer. Now he's with Kaito-san independently.
It's my job to be running HQ, though. You shouldn't roll up unannounced.
I'm supposed to leave you to your own devices? I do have to check in, at least to show my face.
Got a cold?
It's a dust allergy, actually. Tough thing to live with. And I used to catch hell for it in the Yakuza. Quit that infernal sniffling, they'd say.
Yeah, that couldn't have been easy, man. I bet they would beat the shit out of you if you didn't blow your nose.
You know it. I do wish we'd have the time to work together, Kaito-san. You as well, Yagami-san. It may feel like we're a small-time outfit in the immediate term, but RK will grow. We'll show you. But in the meantime, we'll leave the two of you be. Does that work?
Finally, some sense. Best of luck with the growth. As the leader here, you need brains and brawn.
Something else?
Your gang was out there searching for some guy in a picture. Oh, how'd that hunt end up turning out? He was some kind of girls' bar manager, wasn't he? It sounded like he'd disappeared from Kamurocho more than a few years back. You have any luck tracking him down?
We actually found that he's unfortunately dead. Likely murdered. Considering Kamurocho's reputation and the nature of his profession, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Got it. I guess I was just kind of curious.
Always happy to oblige a detective.
I guess we shouldn't have taken RK so lightly, even though they're new to the scene.
Yeah. Supposedly Soma's the one who spearheaded the campaign to scoop up all the ex-Tojo. Turns out he's teaching the next generation of thugs about protection money, loan sharking, mugging. He's like an unemployment agency for shitheads. They've got 50 full-time bodies so far, but if you include part-timers and other associates, they may be well over 2,000 strong.
That's a lot. Even half that's a lot.
The Yakuza left behind a gaping power vacuum in this town. Even if it wasn't our case, someone else would have swooped in. So much for peace and quiet in Kamurocho, huh?
Sorry-san's calling. Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Sorry for the wait. I found our file on Ahara's victim.
Ah, Mamiya-san, right? Yui Mamiya?
Yes, she lives with her family in East Ikebukuro. I'm about to make a quick house call.
Awesome. Then I'll be right over.
Good. See you sooner than later, I hope.
I caught all that. You go on ahead, Doc. This one's outside my area of expertise.
Okay. I'll head back to the office when I'm done.
We have 20k, that's pretty good. The thing I learned from that is I clearly need more health. Alright, let's go. Let's go to an eatery. Let's see. Could it have been you, or... it's probably you who dropped that.
Excuse me.
Also, I now know that you can't use the skateboard when you're with someone. I was wondering if I could only use it in Yokohama, but no. It's only when I'm rolling solo.
Starving. It's pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, we got a skateboard. We can do occasional stuff. There's a little mini skate park in one of the other open world areas. You can do some limited tricks there. Hello. Nope. Ah, it's the big grab. Ow. Timing the parry is kind of hard.
What a waste.
Let's see. Oh, there's a popo right there too. Okay. We should buy some items as well. Let's stay away from the open establishment there. They don't need to get hurt.
Really, guys?
Did I pick a blame shifter yet? No, it costs an amount of points that made me not want to. So I can invest in other things. Oh man, we got a big guy.
Let's go.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna get this guy the hose. Alright, we're done here. Almost died.
What a waste.
Ah, big money. Let's go back into the Popo to rebuy items.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうござい
Wait, hold on.
いらっしゃいませ。
Also get a Pepsi.
ありがとうございました。
He's dead. Good. Really not too broken up about it. Yeah, we should probably go eat something again. We get a little bit of experience for doing it.
Pretty tasty, thanks.
Yeah, you get like 10 points per meal, so. Or per dish. So that's pretty nice.
Really, guys?
Alright, back to what we were actually doing.
Oh, perfect timing, Yagami-san. And here I was about to go without you. Are you ready to visit Mamiya-san? Well, remember, we're speaking to a victim here, Yagami-san. One whose assailant we defended in court. If we had tried to make an appointment, she probably would have declined outright.
Not sure showing up unannounced is much better.
I'm having massive issues with my stream, so I have to go. Good luck. Alright, see you later, Iris.
There's no way around it. It's a risk we had to take.
Well, here goes nothing.
Yes? I'm Shirasaki from the Genda Law Office, the attorney for Mr. Akihiro Ehara. You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at someone's door uninvited?
I understand, but we have a pressing matter that directly concerns you. If we could do this another way, we would. I apologize for any inconvenience.
I'm sorry, but the trial's over and done with. You know I can legally turn you away.
You're right, but I'm only asking a moment of your time. Please, would you mind?
I don't have time for this. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, before you do that. Sorry to butt in. I'm Yagami, a detective helping Saori here out.
And?
Are you aware of the trending video that's leading people to believe Ahara committed murder? Thing is, the victim was confirmed to be alive in Yokohama until the morning of your own incident. And since Ahara was on the train with you, they're ruling him out as a murder suspect.
So, what is it you're getting at?
Just trying to ensure you're in the clear from any of that unfortunate business. If we could do this now, we'd never bother you again. All we need is 10 minutes of your time.
How absurd.
We're only trying to help, but if later would work better for you, we could always come back another time. With our supervisor, of course. That visit would probably be more formal. There'd be paperwork, audio tapes, you know the drill. You'll want to clear your schedule.
I really don't have time for any of that.
No, I understand, and it's entirely our fault. We thought we'd do this casually, but we really should have been more by the book. But it is a murder case, so we do have to make sure our paperwork is in order here. Now, would you prefer to schedule a date to accommodate a more formal interview?
You said 10 minutes if we do it now, right?
We'll make it as painless as possible.
All right. Hold on.
Speech 100.
We really do appreciate it.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm also not sure I should trust a word you say ever again.
Really? I did get us in the door, didn't I?
I'm joking. I do appreciate the help. Now let's not screw this up. This is likely the only conversation we'll have with Mamiya-san.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. Again, we apologize for the intrusion.
Let's just get this over with already.
Okay, bye-bye.
We'll make this quick.
Yeah, we need a conversation opener and stat.
What the?
Nice tissues. Blowing noses. Bike. Baseball bat. Nice lock. That lock did. Oh, okay. I was like, that lock doesn't seem like it makes sense, but it looks like there's like a bolt thing that it goes into. That still looks weird to me. I don't know. Never seen one like that necessarily. Usually has more pieces to it if it's like one of those. Nice photo. Nice plant. Nice. Oh, slippers, I guess. Nice photo of that. Nice coat hanger. You know, it's a good. Have you checked your smoke detector? It's important that you do that. Can I note your rug? It's quite a good rug. We can check this part too. Okay. That was good. Nice fridge. Boxes are blocking one entrance into that room. That's a bit unfortunate. I straight up can't even get in the kitchen. Why would you make it like this? What are you doing? You got a rocking horse. You got what? You got a fucking like a remote control car. You got blocks.
Hey.
A sick sound system. Nah, they're making a decent amount. Ooh, you can play like vinyls. Nice giant light. That's pretty good. You know, I do like all your plants. Those are quite good. Hello, nice face.
What the?
I'll examine your face too.
Hey.
Cool laptop. And Alright, Casey's frankly running out of options here. Nice trash can. This room. Nice plant. We got another one of the, there's a picture of a dog. I do like that picture of a dog. Another good trash can. That's pretty good too. Can I check the fridge to see, do you have sour cream? That's an interesting subject, you know? Just a nice couch. It's pretty good.
What the? Hey.
I have no idea what this kid's fucking doing over here. Well, that was the last thing. All right.
So, Doc, I've already told the police and the court everything they could want to know about that morning.
I'm sorry to put you through this again, but would you mind going over those details with us?
What else is left to discuss?
What's happening in 2 hours?
I understand how pressured you might feel.
I've gone over this so many times. I wonder if pressing charges was even worth it.
No. What you did was both brave and inspirational. Many victims are afraid to come forward for any number of reasons. Your voice might give them courage to find their own.
Ironic. Hearing this
The
from
direct
that
is
Predator's
not in 2
defense team.
hours.
Well, perhaps.
It's 3 p.m. Pacific.
Would you mind walking us through that day?
Not 3 p.m. Eastern.
It's nothing so mysterious.
The direct is
I was
in 5
just on my
hours.
way to work when some man grabbed my butt. That's all it was.
Nothing else was out of the ordinary that day?
Correct.
Not to pry, but where is your husband today?
Still at work? He usually doesn't get home until later.
Okay, I mentioned it
On that
earlier.
note, I have to feed my son, so let's get this wrapped up soon.
Guess I can mention it here.
We'll try our best.
We're trying to record our podcast and stuff a little earlier.
On that day, you and
if all of that works out, I will turn on a stream, hopefully reacting to the direct. We might have the crew with us. We'll see how things are going then. That'll be when it happens
How many times
in
must
5
I go over
hours.
this?
If it works out, then cool. We'll have a stream over here. If not, I will have seen it, and then we'll talk about it on Big Thing.
That's the thing. Yagami-san here is a specialist. He can take whatever you repeat, analyze it, and draw up an entirely new conclusion. Right?
Of course. That's exactly why I'm here. In the security footage as you stepped onto the train, it looks like Ihara-san stepped right behind you. Were you aware of his presence at this point?
I was. It felt like someone kept pushing up against me with no sense of personal boundaries. I remember second-guessing myself at the time, thinking it was normal for the train to be that packed.
Then the train took off while you were stuck in that situation.
Yes. And then I felt the back of his hand against me. It kept getting worse from there, to the point where he went under my skirt. And the pig had the nerve to write it off as an accidental brush on a crowded train. But that kind of touch wasn't accidental. He even grabbed at me.
Truly awful. And I do sympathize. I've also had to turn in an abuser like that. Personally speaking, some men can't wait to debase themselves at the first opportunity.
Why would you say that and look at me?
I just stood there, frozen. I couldn't see who was touching me. I had no idea what to do. I wanted to scream. But what if he just played it off? So I decided I would bear it till the next station.
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm fine, sweetie. We're just having a bit of grown-up talk. Are you hungry?
Uh-huh.
Then go read your book and wait over there for Mommy. We're almost done.
You said the abuse lasted the entire 6 minutes between Ikebukuro and Shinjuku Station. Did you see the groper's face at any time during that span?
No. I was too terrified to look. And I thought, even if I did, he'd just pull away and escape. But just as the train was pulling into Shinjuku, I reached back and grabbed the hand on me. That's when I saw his face. Of course, he shook me off as the doors opened, but I'd already gotten a clear look at him. He must have known I could turn him in at that point. So he ran, and I chased after.
Right. That was captured by the station's security cameras.
Great job tailing him in such a crowded space. On that note, did you ever happen to lose sight of Ahara-san while running?
His cat was pretty easy to spot, and no one else was bolting off the platform like that, so I never lost sight of him. At that point, I could feel my voice returning, so I just screamed. That man grabbed me!
I'm glad there were good Samaritans nearby.
For sure. And there were a lot of smartphones out, so I figured there was no way for him to get away with it. I was so relieved.
I see. I think I've got the gist of it. But now we've got a piece of evidence that contradicts what you've told us.
What do you mean?
Take a look at this.
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the incident?
No.
I'm not sure what you mean.
No, Yagami.
Oh, if you'll allow me to...
I clearly, chat, meant this one.
This is Ahara's transit card.
Yes, and what about it?
It recorded the time Ahara passed through the ticket gate on the day of the incident. That was 7:43 a.m. on the morning of October 7th. However, the train you and Ahara boarded was the 9:06 departure, which means Ahara hung around at the platform for nearly an hour and a half after passing through the gate.
That has nothing to do with me.
How exactly does that contradict what Mamiya-san said earlier?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that wasn't what I had in mind at all. If you'll allow me to rephrase.
Ahem. Take a look at this.
Despite what we just went...
I'm...
No.
Oh,
don't worry about it. Take a look at this.
Despite what we just...
I'm...
No.
Oh, if you...
don't worry. Take a look at this.
Despite what we...
I'm... No.
Oh, if you'll...
Take a look at this.
Well, a student teacher named Hiro Mikoshiba was sent off to work by his mother.
I'm like, no, keep digging. Keep digging.
Only to be found dead much later in Ijincho.
Is that...
According to the video, Ahara-san here is the murderer.
What?
He killed Mikoshiba in cold blood to get vengeance for his bullied son. His kid was about to graduate high school, but instead, he took his own life. So Ahara took it upon himself to punish his son's tormentor.
That's awful.
But now we come back to the issue here. If this footage is authentic, then Ahara-san couldn't have been your assailant. The victim's estimated time of death and Ahara-san's time of arrival in Tokyo simply don't allow for it. It's just not possible for someone to make that commute. But there's the flip side. If Ahara-san was in fact your assailant, it would mean this murder footage is a fabrication.
I don't know what you expect me to say after all this.
Right? Now you know how we're feeling. That's why we came to see if you had any leads for us.
So that's what this is about.
After hearing your story, I have no doubt you endured a lot that day. Which would obviously mean that murder video was faked.
Then, who shared that video? And why?
Wish I knew. Based on the quality, something this convincing would need quite a budget. Whether it's CG on top of real murder footage, or just a rock-solid AI creation, no way it was cheap. So why go through all this effort to fake a murder? Who would benefit from it? But I have to say, I feel much closer to piecing this puzzle together with your help today. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, and rest assured, this will be the last time you see us. Our apologies for the unexpected visit, and for dredging up unpleasant memories.
It's fine. So long as this is really the end of it all.
I'd like to report Mamiya-san's account to the rest of the team. Can I count on you to be there?
Sure. Let me give Kaito-san a heads up.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Yo, me.
Hey, I just got back to Kamurocho. Everything good? Any news?
All good here, man. What's with you? You worried Arcade got to me or something?
I mean, they did run their mouths about stabbing us in the back. But if you're good, I'm good. Anyway, I'm heading to Genda so Sari-san and I can go over what we learned from Mamiya.
You're the boss. As for me, I'm calling it a day.
You do that.
Well, in we go.
Are we ready, Yagami-san? Let's start with our visit to Mamiya-san, if that sounds reasonable to you.
Yeah, let's start there.
So, the victim's story is completely in line with her court testimony, huh?
That's correct. There wasn't anything new to pick up.
Unfortunately.
In which case, should we look into the murder video instead? Like, figure out how they made it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Whether that tape's fake or real, someone had to put it online, right? Do we have any theories on who that might be?
Well, the footage showed enough of the surroundings to make the crime scene clear. As somebody who's been there, I can confirm that the blood splotches match what you see in the footage. Which means... the murderer's accomplices have to be the ones who posted it for him.
Yeah, I can't see it any other way.
I also agree with Yagami-san.
But in that case, what would their motive be?
Maybe they wanted to make a mockery of the police, or even the whole system.
Huh?
We know Ihara got himself convicted for groping, so he'd have an alibi for Mikoshiba's killing. But then, his conspirators turned it around by uploading the murder video online. Almost as if to say, look how he got away with it.
I see. Yeah, that does make it sound like he's taunting them.
That's well and good, but I'd like to shift gears. Let's talk about the actual fabrication of the video. How does one go about that?
Well, for example, the true culprit would be taped murdering Mikoshiba. Then Ihara's face would be copied and blended onto the killers. That's how they'd approach it in a Hollywood movie.
But then, wouldn't you be able to see traces of it being faked?
Tsukumo-san reported that he's found nothing of the sort in his analysis.
We've been down this road before. If we take the stance that the footage is fabricated, we have absolutely nothing to work with.
Then let's tackle this from the stance that the video's actually real. If that's the case, there has to be a flaw in the groping issue. I think we've collected enough evidence to find it too.
Before meeting with Yui Mamiya, didn't you mention the possibility of Ihara using a stand-in? Perhaps the real Ihara murdered Mikoshiba in Ijincho, then swapped places with the imposter so he could be detained.
But we couldn't find an opportunity for the swap to happen, remember? From the moment he set foot on the Ikebukuro platform, Ihara was constantly on camera.
But wait, that's not entirely accurate, is it?
Huh?
There's a blind spot.
Remember how we mocked up a diagram of the Shinjuku Station platform?
Yeah. Oh, wait! That's it! You could be onto something. There's a point where Ihara wasn't on camera at all.
What is this point you speak of?
Let's all go over the diagram so that everything will be clear. Here's what I want you to see. Suspicious. It's very brief, but there's a moment where Ihara and Mamiya-san can't be seen by the security cameras. The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the Groper, the fake Ihara, traded places with the real one?
Can't say it's impossible, right?
Right. Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap places without her noticing?
In a crowd like that, I think it's feasible.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
Careless? How?
Well, on the day of the incident, the station was packed for morning rush hour. That means there was no solid guarantee the assailant could make the switch. He could have been nailed by any random passerby before reaching the blind spot.
Good point. Not only that, if Mamiya-san had called for help while the train was still moving, then the first Ihara would have been caught before even reaching the platform.
Oh, I mean, yeah! Called it.
Think about it, Yagami-san. Why would Ihara's accomplices meticulously plan out every last detail of this alibi, only to leave such a crucial component to chance, as Hoshino-kun pointed out?
Oh, just doing my job.
True. Good work, Hoshino-kun. In fact, I think that may back up my own take on it.
Yeah?
What if everything, including the appearance of leaving the plan to chance, was part of the plan?
Can you expound on that?
I'm saying I agree that such an airtight alibi wouldn't have allowed for contingencies. And that takes the question to another level. Just how far did they line up the pieces in advance to make the swap work?
Are you saying there's more to it than we discussed? What did we miss?
Mikoshiba was actually murdered in Kamurocho. The place used in the murder footage, maybe it was dressed up to look like the vacant building in Ijincho. That way, the murder could have taken place less than 13 minutes from Ikebukuro.
I don't mean to shoot you down, but I just don't think that's feasible.
It sounds fun, though.
No?
If you want a yes or no answer, it's a no.
Was that all?
No, hang on. Ihara secured his alibi for the murder by swapping with a stand-in at the Shinjuku Station blind spot. For them to be able to pull that off, a certain possibility comes to mind.
Right, so what exactly would that be?
Clearly, it's this
I know
one.
This won't go over well. But what if Mamiya was colluding with Ihara all along?
Huh?
Bear with me. Let's say Mamiya was in on this and knew about the imposter in advance. If that's the case, the swap could happen right in front of her and no one but the three of them would know.
You're saying the victim of a groping conspired with her assailant beforehand? That's ridiculous.
Let me just say, I'm only trying to work out how a swap like that would be guaranteed to work. Now, if Ihara and his stand-in both know that Mamiya will pretend not to have seen them, they can trade places in the blind spot with impunity. Conversely, if Mamiya wasn't in on the plan, the idea of a swap would never work. We can say with certainty that she would have seen the swap, so... she could have even called attention to the real Ihara the moment he stepped in. That way, the people around her would be focused on chasing the correct assailant. The The rest is as we know it. They caught Ihara and detained him until the police showed up.
Hold that thought.
Ah, you cut before the Wojak.
What about Ihara's trace evidence? Remember that fibers of the victim's underwear were detected on his hand?
Well, that can also be explained by Mamiya being in on the plan. For example, while the stand-in was showing himself at the security cameras, Mamiya could have easily provided Ihara access to a pair of underwear at the same time. Maybe the stand-in loitered around for so long because he was letting everyone else get themselves in place.
It's not impossible.
We can work out the other details later. But the point is, Ihara's murder alibi is shot if Mamiya was involved. In summary, it's possible Ihara disgraced himself to secure an unshakable alibi for Mikoshiba's murder.
I'll concede that it's an avenue worth pursuing.
And when it comes to the prosecution, they can't just admit they got the first case so wrong. Plus, they can't question Ihara about Mikoshiba's murder. In fact, their only option is to claim the tape was faked.
So he managed to make a farce out of the system after all.
Well, his court case for his son's bullying did get more or less thrown out, didn't it? The school, the investigative committee, and the court all agreed there wasn't enough evidence to convict anyone. No surprise for me that the guy held a grudge against the system for so long.
Hold on. Before we all decide on this.
What's up?
The obvious question to me is why would Mamiya be party to such a crime? She appears more than financially stable, and she's even raising a child. So why would she do something so enormously risky as helping establish a murder alibi?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. But maybe she was promised something that far exceeds the risk. Or maybe Ihara has some kind of dirt on her even?
Enough to make her help with a murder? What sort of secret would be big enough to force someone into that corner?
What info do we have on Mamiya anyway? Maybe we can spot a connection to Ihara through her profile.
I'll pull her information. Just a second.
Oh. I just thought of something else those two would have guaranteed by working together.
What's that?
If Ihara wanted to use this crime as a murder alibi, he needed it to blow up into the public eye. But if he had chosen a victim who stayed silent, then nothing would have come of it. A solid plan would need to eliminate that variable, which means Mamiya being an accomplice was crucial to Ihara's success.
That's true.
Looks like Ihara pulled one over on the prosecution then. Had his accomplices right where he wanted them, even his victim. Once we learn how he's connected to Mamiya, we can root out the
hate
rest
these
of his
guys.
Let's see. According to her file, her maiden name is Yui Suzuki. 30 years old, so that's consistent. Originally from Ota, Tokyo. Attended a private high school called Kurakawa Academy. Later graduated from Toto University.
Huh.
Met her husband on the job, apparently. Her husband, Taichi Mamiya, is an industrial designer at Techno Zeta Inc. 6 years ago, she gave birth to their only son, Sotakun, who's now in first grade.
Hold on. You said she went to Kurakawa Academy? I heard that name in Ijincho. If I recall correctly... When I went to scope out the murder scene, there were these 3 guys watching the detectives and me. They told us they were just checking things out. They mentioned they're Kurakawa grads too.
You have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Kake-san, age 30.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Age 30. Mommy is 30 as well.
What's that got to do with anything? Aren't we trying to find a connection between Mamiya and Ihara?
I found the Kurakawa Academy website. Looks like they're pretty prestigious. It's in Tokyo, specifically in Ota. Pretty close to where Mamiya lived. Oh.
What?
The girls there get such cute uniforms.
You little. You want to start all over from the bar exam?
Wait, I've seen that uniform before too, actually.
Where?
On an old picture of a teacher at Seiryo High. Sawa-sensei. Ihara's son confided in her. Is she actually a Kurokawa grad too? I don't know Sawa-sensei's exact age, but she could well be 30. Maybe all of them were even classmates.
Could this mean they're actually linked? The victim and her up-to-now unrelated assailant?
It's a tenuous link at best. Could
Oh,
fall apart any
snippety
time,
snap.
But no true detective alive would pass it up.
That brings us into chapter 6. I'm going to take a quick break, chat. So, what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to hit this. I'm going to go refill my water, and then we will jump in to chapter 6. All right. Also, I'll run an ad. Hey, chat. We're back. I'll re-promote the stream while dodging Twitter's leaks and whatnot. Yeah, just go to my own profile. That'll save me.
A previously unseen link is established between the groper and the victim. Charting out their relationship is akin to tracing a spider's web. But with each false thread ruled out, only the improbable truth remains. Ihara orchestrated the groping as a diversion. And by tarnishing his name, he secures both an alibi and
Alright, we got the Wojak shot. It was just real short. This case is infinitely more complicated than the one from the first game. It's pretty funny.
Hiro Mikoshiba's murder was sparked by the bullying of Toshiro Ihara, who committed suicide 4 years ago. The graphic video that hit the net showed the world how Toshiro's father, Akihiro Ihara, had brutally avenged his son. We also know the father had accomplices. On October 7th at 6:30 a.m., they forced Mikoshiba into a vehicle, took him to an abandoned building, and gravely injured him. Then, around 7:30 a.m., the time frame when Ihara killed Mikoshiba, the other conspirators were probably nearby, even though they weren't on camera.
At the same time, 30 kilometers away at Ikebukuro Station, a man who looks like Ihara is caught on camera. We'll call that guy the stand-in. The stand-in made sure he was in front of the cameras for more than an hour before boarding the 9:06 a.m. train, the same one Yui Mamiya was on. After committing sexual battery on that train,
I have not befriended any cats, however, I now have a detective partner that is in fact a dog.
That's how he established a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. And to achieve this, the victim, Yui Mamiya, had to have been in on it from the start.
Sure are a lot of people getting their hands dirty for Ihara. Mamiya, Ihara standing on the train, the guys who kidnapped Mikoshiba. How did some troubled cop manage to recruit so many allies?
Well, one person that comes to mind who might be the key to all this is Yoko Sawa. She's a teacher at Seiryo High. She was the only adult Toshiro-kun ever told about the bullying, and she supervised Mikoshiba as a teacher before he disappeared. On top of that, she's a Kurokawa Academy graduate, same as Mamiya. Those trespassers at the murder scene were also from Kurokawa. Since they're all about the same age, it's possible they were all classmates.
So you're saying these classmates are also Ihara's murder accomplices?
If we consider Yoko Sawa the central link, that's very possible. We do know that as a teacher, she felt deep remorse for Toshiro-kun's suicide. Maybe she recruited her old classmates to help Ihara take his revenge.
Yeah, best not to rule that out. Though I'm hoping that's not the case.
Why is that?
It's just, she's a really good teacher. She's passionate.
Pardon my language, what they're called
She's
penis
always putting the
buttercups.
students first. I know she regrets.
Hello, my lovable dog with a heart of gold.
Student died on her watch.
I think there's something really funny about the
Now
most
another
recent
of her
message
students,
above and
Mikoshiba,
below you
was found
are
murdered.
just you.
So if it turns out she's involved in that, I doubt I'll be able to trust my own judge of character ever again.
Yagami.
I'm going back to Ijincho tomorrow.
You know, I
Plan
forget
is to
about the
bring up
Balto
Mamiya's
Factory
name to
one. That's
Sawa
really
Sensei and
good.
See how she reacts. Until then, let's not jump to conclusions about her involvement.
All right.
Can I chime in real quick? I was looking into Kurokawa
Woke up at
Academy
5:30 a.m.
and
to get an
stumbled across
Xbox.
something that may be relevant.
Were you successful?
What's that?
I don't know why I'm asking. I feel
Well,
like the
it
chances are
happened
super
13
low.
years ago,
I didn't get an
but
Xbox.
There was an attempted suicide. A third
I
year
feel
jumped
you.
off
I
the
also
school
was
roof
dealing
after
with that.
being thoroughly humiliated.
Actually, Sawa Sensei mentioned that.
I'm
She
finally
said it
going to
was a
use
boy
my
in her
Xbox
class.
again, chat.
Right, that's got to be the same.
You know,
case
aside
then.
from just
The
blanks.
student's name was Mitsuru Kusamoto.
I got into that Halo
He's 30
Infinite
now,
beta
but
thing
still in a coma.
that they do
Huh,
for
and all
this
that info's
weekend.
on the net?
It wouldn't be normally.
So I
but
might
his
try to
mother
slip a
happens to
stream
be
in of
Vice
that.
Minister of the Ministry of Health. Ever heard the name Reiko Kusamoto?
Not once.
I have. It was on the news. They were talking about her and her son.
Well, do you remember the uproar in the health ministry when Vice Minister Ichinose got arrested? Apparently, his successor couldn't contain the resulting chaos, which is when Kusamoto-san got tapped to lead. They couldn't afford another criminal scandal, so her promotion was out of the blue. She was a safe choice, a veteran with tenure and experience. Not to mention, her son's tragedy made people see her as a more sympathetic figure. Very popular. She's kind of a new generation heroine, so to speak.
A line wrapped around the Best Buy.
Is any of that relevant to the case at hand, though?
Who knows? But Reiko Kusamoto and Ihara both have children who were bullying victims. I don't think that's a connection we can afford to overlook, if you ask me.
Okay, so Kusamoto's son. What exactly happened to him?
Let's see. He was bullied by a fellow third year at his school, Shinya Kawai. The records say he harassed Mitsuru-kun every day, in and out of school. Well, one time he even stuffed dirty rags in his mouth.
Yuck.
That's so cruel.
Yeah, and the teacher was a real piece of work. Apparently he knew, but he just smirked and said, don't overdo it.
Oh, I remember now. The media pounced on that one hard.
If they were classmates, then both Sawa-sensei and Mamiya would know about this.
And maybe because they couldn't save Mitsuru-kun, their guilt left them open to Ahara's persuasion.
But to prove that, we'll have to hear from them directly. I'll talk to Sawa-sensei first thing tomorrow.
That'd be helpful. In the meantime, I'll be working on Ahara's appeal. It's clear they missed something important in the trial, since Ahara is apparently innocent of sexual battery. Being that he was out committing murder at the time.
What started as a simple harassment case sure has blown up big.
Alright, it's time for a big sleepy time for us. We did some corkboard shit. Had hypotheses and shit. We got a lot going on. Also, I'm gonna beat dudes up because we need that experience. We need that dang point. Ow. Help, I'm in horrible pain. More like cockboard, lol. Why are you the worst? Yeah, that'll break your guard. And for these guys, fuck it. Was that dude literally named Cool Bar? I'm about to lose my mind also.
Really, guys?
Yeah, this really is like the best of the RGG style games they've made. In terms from like a gameplay perspective for me, because it takes that core combat, adds another style, makes it so style switching is super fast. But it gives you all those combat challenges, so you're like incentivized to actually switch up how you do combat, and you get decent enough rewards for it. It's like don't use one style only. You're gonna get a lot less experience from that. We got that Pete Butt Chug. I don't know his last fucking name for closing down the Yellow Folks home. It's Buttigieg.
And stay down.
His name's like Buttigieg. It's like something really. It's something fucked up. Honestly. I like how the one thing I knew, I had seen like one of those interviews on like a fucking late night show before the last election for Pete Buttigieg, where they were kind of like gassing him up. And then the next thing I hear about that dude is in the lead up to the election, where debates are going to start soon, and it's just Field talking about how this dude kills dogs. And I'm like, oh no! What? No! Evasive Blitz, why not? Biden is sealing dogs into the earth with the psionic warriors. Oh no. I don't know why the concept of psionic warrior sounds funny as hell. Thank you, your Queen Luana, for the sub. Appreciate it. Reminder, it is September, chat. If you're a new sub, you can get it at a 20% discount. Also, gift subs. Same goes for those too. Have you never seen the post? No. I have not. Or if I have, it has been a while that I don't have a reference for it anymore. I'll DM you.
Really, guys?
Let me see. What do I got for my dog? All right, chat. I'll put it in here. In the discussion between Bernie or Biden, issue a dog wanders on stage. Hi, doggy. My psionic warrior, seal this boo-boo bear within the earth I command. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like people heard that Biden had psionic wars and went, oh man, this is somebody I can get into. Hello, I'm trying to go home. You can call the dog even a Camarocho, that's pretty funny. Sleepy time.
Wait a minute. What?
Yo, you took your sweet time, but I got the gist of it. You're going to Ijincho, right? To meet with Sawa-sensei?
Kaito-san, you do realize that only I can meet her. You can't get into the school.
I know, but if you end up taking it off campus, can you at least call me this time?
Don't you understand the situation? Sawa-sensei might be tied to murder.
Huh. You sure you understand it? Come on, she would never do that.
That a fact?
So happens I'm a great judge of character, especially when it comes to women.
Ah, sometimes I forget who I'm talking to.
Does Kaito take Adderall? No. I like how Kaito's arc in this game has been, he runs into a teacher, thinks she's hot, and says, no, you don't understand. She looks just like a hot teacher I had in high school, so this is my chance to really get it this time. And I'm like, you're the fucking worst. Screwy tier. That's really unfortunate. Also, you know, she's not old enough to be screwy tier. She'd have to be like 40. They kind of got rid of one mechanic from the first Judgment that I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of, so I'm kind of glad it's gone. Where if they do their big charge attack, if it hits you, it just gives you a permanent mortal wound. That you have to, like, go to a hospital to get cured up, and it, like, permanently lowers your health. And I was like, all that teaches me is to just run away when they're charging up an attack, which doesn't seem like a good idea. How do you miss a stationary target? Looking at chat. I'm so indecisive. Okay, I guess. Nope. I keep forgetting you have a taunt in this game now.
What a waste.
First stop, it's gotta be Chinatown. Can't face Tsukumo on an empty stomach.
Never a dull day for you, huh, Kaito-san?
It's a selection, man. I've already worked out the math. I figure if I hit 4 or 5 places a day...
What? What's up?
Check that out. It's Akutsu.
Oh god, this fucking guy.
Kamurocho thugs are looking pretty out of place here.
Yo! Akutsu! What are you fools doing in town? Hey! Don't ignore me! It's Kaito! Fancy seeing you here!
I'm kind of busy here, man. Catch you later.
What an asshole. Ijincho's a long way from home. And he's traveling with a small army.
Would he have come all this way because of us?
Nah, we just caught him totally off guard. He's not out here for us. Gotta be something else.
But something's not right if they're just cruising around. It's gotta be an RK operation. He brought too many guys for it to be something more personal.
Yeah. Kamurocho streets can be tough. Maybe they gave up. Well, whatever they came out here to do, we ought to keep our noses the hell out of their business. But you better hustle. You're gonna be late for class. I'll catch you after school.
Alright, time to go to school. School's, it's a decent ways away. Forgot I can only enter from this side. They're like, we always want you in the front seat, but then we put you in the back seat. Motherfucker, I thought that was my phone. Yeah, it's fucked up. Oh yeah, this is the dude who painted his entire body to be like those fucking like those diagram models of the insides of your body.
Yeah.
His plan of I'm gonna do that and then like stand in the classroom and watch people's test fucking answers was insanely stupid.
Nope. No way.
That feels good to finally get that one turned in. It's so long since I actually did the main bulk of that quest, just getting the credit for it now feels like I just got 5,000 experience for nothing. I was trying to steal an answer sheet. I was skimming at it, to be fair. Either way, it's pretty impressive.
Oh. What is it, Yagami-san?
Sensei, do you have a minute?
I saw the video of Mikoshiba-kun.
So you did. That video, right?
I thought Ehara-san was convicted for a sex offense. How could he be in that video killing Mikoshiba-kun? But then that video looked so real.
Most likely it is. As you unfortunately had to witness, Ehara-san committed murder with his own 2 hands. Which means as far as the groping that day goes, there's some deception at work.
Deception?
Are you familiar with Ehara-san's victim in the case? Her name is Yui Mamiya.
I don't think I recognized her, no.
13 years ago, she attended Kurakawa Academy. Her maiden name is Yui Suzuki.
Yui Suzuki? Just a minute. Are you saying she was the one Ehara-san groped?
So you do know her then? Were you two classmates?
We were, in our 3rd year of high school.
I had a hunch. You didn't know she was the victim of that whole incident?
I mean, it's just so hard to believe.
Does this all seem like a wild coincidence to you then? Your old student's father gropes one of your high school classmates at a station with 3 million daily travelers.
What are you implying?
I'm saying your old friend Yui might be cooperating with the Harasan, as in she only played the part of a victim. She might have even known it was all to hide a murder.
What? But why? Why would she do that for him?
From where I'm sitting, Sensei, you're connected to a Hara.
I like how I can tell which scenes will be pre-rendered
Out what that connection is.
based on if that result screen
Yakuza-san,
hangs.
please. Are you implying I was some kind of liaison between them?
Well, Sensei, what was your relationship with Yui Mamiya? Were you close? Or would you say classmates covers it?
The two of us were never really that close. To be honest, I didn't really like the group of kids she hung out with. I guess you could say we didn't have the same interests.
When was the last time you saw her? Did you have a high school reunion by any chance?
They held a reunion around the time I graduated from college, but I didn't feel like going. That same class bullied a kid into jumping off the roof.
So if that's the case, you haven't seen any of your classmates since you all graduated from Kurokawa?
That's right.
Okay then. The thing is, Ahara-san and Mamiya are connected. It is kind of loose, but it's there. They have one thing in common.
What?
In both of their pasts, someone they knew was bullied to the point of attempting or committing suicide. Ahara-san lost his son, Toshiro-kun, and as for Yui Mamiya, it's her classmate, Mitsuru Kusamoto. That could be a factor, especially for Mamiya. It's possible that Ahara-san would be a sympathetic figure to her. Maybe enough to help construct an alibi for his revenge. It's possible she only played the part of a groping victim. What do you think? Does it have any merit, or is my theory full of holes?
Even if you're on the right track...
Sawa-sensei? We're just waiting on you to start the staff meeting.
Sorry, I'll be right there.
What happened 13 years ago at Kurokawa? That might be the last piece of the puzzle. What about Yui Mamiya? How'd she react when Mitsuru Kusamoto tried to kill himself by jumping off that roof?
I'm sorry. I'm already late for my meeting.
I'm trying to ask you about a murder here. To Ahara, every unanswered question is a victory for that man. He's only a step away from walking for it. And I know Mamiya had other conspirators. It took more than one person to murder Mikoshiba. They're still at large, even as we speak. I'll be honest. I came here today with a suspicion that you might be more involved in this murder than you're letting on.
A suspicion?
Nothing you've said has made me feel any better about it.
And what should I do about that, huh?
I just want you to tell me, how are Ahara-san and Mamiya connected beyond what I've already figured out? I think you have the key to that answer, even if you don't know that you're the one holding it. It's like a lock, and until I figure out how to get through it, I'm gonna keep picking at it.
I told you, I'm late for a meeting.
I'll be here when you get back. Have a good meeting.
Suit yourself.
I'm just gonna hang out. I'm just gonna sit a little bit. It's okay. We'll just leave. Classic intimidation. That's like the pilot of Columbo where he just goes ham on this lady. And I'm like, Jesus, Columbo, calm down.
Hey, Sari-san? It's Yagami.
Hey, did you manage to talk to Sawa-sensei?
Yeah, turns out she really
Don't you have a
was
club
in
to
Mamiya's
advise?
class. They were
Apparently.
both aware of the suicide
Now, if you'll
incident at
excuse
class.
me, I'm gonna talk on the
Good
phone.
to know. While we're on the topic, Hoshino-kun got his hands on some new info.
Let's hear it.
The bully at Kurokawa High was named Shinya Kawai. He transferred out right after Mitsuru-kun jumped, as if he were running away. Once he came of age, it looks like he worked here in Kamurocho.
Wow. You really can find a lot online.
Yes, and to top it off, Kawhi earned a reputation for talking about how he drove a classmate to suicide. Like he's proud of it. Maybe he thought he'd get a laugh in Kamurocho.
Probably would.
Kawhi was more or less a Yakuza, though he never swore into it. I just sent you his picture. It was taken 5 years ago.
What? This guy?
Oh my god.
Recognize him?
Not too long ago, some RK punks came asking his whereabouts. Said he was a girls' bar manager who went missing.
The guy who's apparently dead.
Looks like he did work at a girls' bar, but we don't know which one.
Okay, so the guy's definitely suspicious. What business would RK have with him?
Do you know if they ever found him?
No. But their leader, Soma, said something about Kawhi having already been killed. Like he just vanished from Kamurocho a few years ago, and that was it.
Wait, he was killed?
Uh-huh. Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have Kawhi and Mikoshiba, two known school bullies. And they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kawhi.
Could be.
Okay. We'll investigate Kawhi a bit more on our end. With RK asking around, word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
Again, yes, this is way more complicated and interconnected than the first case we did, and then Judgment 1.
He said he recently ran into some RK members looking for Shinya Kawai.
Did he?
He also said RK later told him Kawai had been killed.
This is getting scarier with every new lead.
Now that you mention it, I have seen people getting stopped and asked about someone all over town. But if those were RK on the hunt for Kawhi, could it have something to do with our case as well?
I'm honestly not sure how RK could be involved in all this. I'm going out for a bit, Hoshino-kun. Do me a favor and keep digging up what you can on Kawhi.
Wait, what?
Sometimes you have to get out in the field. It can't just be Yagami-san all the time.
Okay,
You
well...
mean you're going straight to RK for some answers?
Yeah.
What else would I be doing? I need to know why they were looking for Kawhi.
Then I'm coming with. I can't just let you do that alone.
Don't worry. It's still light out, and I plan on staying in the open. Besides, if I'm alone, they'll be more eager to talk.
That may be, but still, I'll just call you about every 10 minutes then. For your safety.
I find that rather unnecessary.
You sure?
I'm getting to work. It's nice that she's getting her own section that doesn't involve her, getting a random makeover.
Oh, is that Sari-chan I see? To what do I owe this pleasure?
Nice to see you too.
Oh, hi. Say, aren't you one of Talk's lawyer friends? Does that mean he's on his way too?
It's just me today.
Fine by me. That means you and I get some girl talk time.
Oh, that stings, Mari. And here I thought I had a place in your heart.
Well, no one knows a lady's heart like a bartender. I guess you can stay.
Let's see.
All these bottles got you feeling lost? Care for a few pours from Tox? It'll be our secret. Besides, a man with his tab can't complain.
You're too kind. So I'm actually here to ask you, how can
Did you
I
know
set
the
up a meeting
Starry
with
Night
RK?
painting by Vincent van Gogh was painted
So
the
this
same year
wasn't a
Nintendo was
pleasure
founded?
at all?
I did not know that.
Well, I'm glad you're at least enjoying the drink.
True.
Vincent Van Gogh
And
is the
looking
last
fancy
Smash
doing it.
fighter.
Oh, please. You two are going to embarrass me.
My apologies. I suppose being surrounded by such beauties has a timeless appeal, even at my age.
I'll second that. Masuda here is looking at least a year younger.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Of course. If you got any younger, you'd be much too handsome. What's a girl to say?
And I'll second that.
Anyhow, if you're after an RK rendezvous, the good news is those guys are everywhere. But it's not like a civilian can just stroll up and ask, "Hey, are you RK?" and expect to get an answer.
You got that right. And Saori-chan needs to ask them something that's kind of sensitive. Oh, that's certainly going to make things challenging.
Just a bit, yeah.
So I say, why not let the boys do the chasing? Wouldn't be hard for an enchantress like you. But honey, we need to do something about your look. Some nice clothes and a little makeup, and you'd be unstoppable.
Finally, my turn to second something.
I suppose I would need to look approachable.
She's like, I've been here
me once
before.
that if you ever
They
felt
make
like
me do
it's
this all the
Saori-chan,
time.
You could put every hostess in Kamurocho to shame. I've got to admit, I'm curious.
Well, a good hawk hides her talons.
You're saying I should dress like a hostess for this?
Well, I'm sure there are other ways. But if you want a foolproof plan to snag an RK, you've got one.
Oh, if you want, I can get you some looks. And you can choose what you like.
I get the message. And I suppose I'll take you up on that.
Okay, then leave the rest to me.
Done.
Well, would you look at that? Doc was right on the money. I couldn't have imagined.
You sure about that, Mari-san? I hardly...
All I did was change my glasses and wear one dress.
What are you saying? You're so pretty.
I wouldn't say so.
Really? You're dynamite. Though, there is one thing that's missing.
What's that?
Pride. That's the final touch you need. Pride in your own beauty.
Well, I'm not sure I have that.
Then how about your pride as a lawyer? You have that, don't you?
As a lawyer?
Yes, there it is. Go ahead and take a look. Now that's the face of a girl.
You know,
who
now
gets
she's
the
wearing this
man
dress.
she
I'm like,
wants.
wow, she's caked up for days.
It's been a while since I felt this way. I have you to thank for that.
These bad boys won't know what hit them. Now, let's go dangle the bait.
You mean us, right?
You bet. Two nightlife girls like us alone on the street literally brings the RK boys running. Especially along Senryo Avenue. Why don't we take a walk?
Are you sure? I don't want to drag you into this.
Are you kidding? And miss the chance to see this makeover in action? But really, I want you to succeed. I promise I won't be a bother.
Just doing a nice casual walk. Excuse me, nerd. I need to pick this up right now. Pachinko ball.
Excuse me, ladies. You, get lost on the way to the beauty pageant?
We're already out for a drink. Maybe heading to work somewhere in town?
Oh, we're just two girls bar hopping by our lonesome. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, in that case, why don't you roll with us? I know a great place. You could drink all you want.
Wow, you guys loaded or something? We can throw them back, you know. You sure?
Hell yeah! There's a place my buddy runs. I'd be thrilled to see some ladies like you.
God, I love this jobber. I want to get wild tonight.
You know, I think you guys may have caught me at the perfect time. What I'm saying is, tonight, I want to take a trip on the wild side.
Oh, yeah? Talk to me, baby.
There's this guy in my life, a real choir boy. And being with him has got me feeling so repressed. Now I know I should behave like a good girl, but I figure I owe it to myself to cut loose every now and again.
Oh, you never told me that, Sorry-chan.
Damn, girl! I'll get loose with you!
Yeah! Let's get drunk and dirty!
Thing is, we all know the biggest party people in town are RK. I heard they can really spice things up, you know?
But Saori-chan, why limit yourself to RK? I think these boys are plenty attractive.
I'm starting to think we were meant for each other.
Oh? What makes you say that?
Wait, don't tell me you're...
Not supposed to be blurting it out, but yeah. We're RK. And pretty high up, too.
Shoot. RK wouldn't be what it is now without us. Never thought it'd get this big either.
Well, this went well.
RK has Kamurocho pretty much wrapped around its finger now, huh?
Just about. The time of the Yakuza laying down the law is over. All that respect and chivalry shit. Dead, like all the old legends. Now the underground world is a jungle. And winning the fight's all that matters.
Wow, must be hard. But I think that's hot.
That reminds me. Weren't you RK guys looking for someone recently? A man who disappeared a few years ago?
Oh yeah, him. We were looking for this dude who ran a girls' bar.
See? I knew you guys would know what that's about.
Oh well. 5 years ago, he suddenly disappeared. That's not even news in Kamurocho.
That's so crazy, though. What happened to him? You ever end up finding the guy?
Nah, didn't work out. No surprise, he was just a punk anyway. Name was Kawhi. Way I heard it, some of his old friends rolled up on him one night. My guess is, it was trouble from another town catching up to him. Anyway, they argue for a bit, and it ends with the guy getting shoved into a van. And that's the last time anyone saw the dude.
Whoa, what do you think happened?
I'm thinking they bumped him off. If he was still breathing, he'd be back by now. I heard he never even picked up his final paycheck. My guess, he's fish food now. Or they buried him on some remote-ass mountain.
You have any idea who would have done that to him?
Don't know. They say it was 10 or so people. Young, both men and women. Doesn't sound like a gang thing. But who knows, right? It was 5 years ago.
But if you heard all that, there must have been witnesses, right? So you're saying someone actually saw him get shoved in a van?
Yep. Some chick working at his bar saw it all go down. At least that's what we heard from a guy who heard it from that chick.
Where is this bar anyway?
I mean some random dive bar half a decade ago? Who the hell knows? 100 places have sprung up and gone under since.
But then, why would anyone be looking for Shinya Kawai now? Did someone ask RK to find him? Think that's right?
Hell if I know. It's a question for the top of the food chain. But hold on a sec. Can I ask you something?
Huh?
Just a minute ago, you mentioned a Shinya Kawai. How'd you know his full name when we never told you?
Oh, shit!
He's like, oh shit, I'm an idiot.
Dirt on Kawhi. So who the hell are you?
What do you think you're doing?
Who sent you?
I'm an attorney at law.
I'm Saori Shirosaki, attorney at law. Unhand me this instant.
Ooh, you're gonna sue? You think I give a crap about what your job is?
I'm saying things will go very badly for you if you keep this up.
Big talk for a chick dressed to the nines to get info. Huh? Sorry, Chan?
Yeah. You even try to fuck with us, lady!
Sorry, Chan!
Huh? What the?
Beat it, punk.
I had a feeling.
Higashi-san.
I was like, who else could show up at this moment who's competent?
I swear, these jerks are popping up like roaches.
No thanks needed. Just be careful on your own, especially when you're beautiful.
Thank you so much, Higashi-san.
I just said you don't... Wait, how'd you know my name?
It's me, Shirosaki, from Genda Law Office. It's been a while.
Holy shit!
I didn't realize. Shirosaki Sensei. I didn't recognize you. You look incredible.
She barely looks any different. That's my
You're
fault.
the one who is incredible. This is all my fault. I was the one who put Mari-san in danger. You really saved us.
Young, strong, handsome. That's 3 out of 3 for
I like
me.
me not adjusting her
Those
face
guys
at all.
are
Just
archaic.
makes Higashi look
Town's
like an
practically
idiot.
overrun with them these days. If you'd like, I can escort you somewhere safe. I got nothing but time on my hands.
Oh, you don't say. Perfect. Who says we can't still salvage some fun out of tonight?
Oh, before we do that, let me call Yagami-san.
Yagami's still a jackass, I see. When Shirosaki-sensei calls, you pick up in 2 rings.
It is strange that he's not picking up.
Uh-oh.
I'll try again.
Well, let's see what we're doing.
He was killed?
Uh-huh. Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have Kawai and Mikoshiba, 2 known school bullies. And they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kawai.
Could be.
Okay. We'll investigate Kawai a bit more on our end. With RK asking around, word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
Alright, thanks.
Kill some time. Okay. Hmm. 24,000. EX extension enhancer sound good. There we go. We do more damage in it, and we get to be in it for longer. How are we doing on stat? The stat thing. 23 of 39. Yeah, that's pretty good. We almost have like half of every skill in the game. That feels good. Grinding meant something. There's apparently a thing we can start here. Excuse me.
Hey.
I don't want to think about the Kaheen gang. I have seen these around. I assumed that these would be, yeah. If you copy what it's doing, you might find a hidden treasure. Okay.
Suspicious.
Oh shit, they give you like little chunks each time.
Amasawa.
No. Yes.
You're supposed to imitate the poses.
Oh.
Listening carefully.
What?
Well. How about this?
There it is.
Superstitious Eater's Guide. We got 35,000 yen just for fucking using a listening device near a squirrel graffiti.
Yeah.
And a skill book.
Seriously?
It looks like something that I can collect across the entire open world.
Yeah.
I found one when I was grinding after the first stream, and I'm pretty sure it got marked on the map, so I can actually fucking look at it and stuff. Could probably go back and check it. No need to go nuts over it, of course. Let's see. But yeah, did I have one marked? Could have sworn there was like something. Aha! There's one right there. Okay, I'll just the Eugene Street taxi. Alright, let's mark this and head over to it. I wanna see what the gain is when you try to use them. I have to find out how worth it they are. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. That was enough to kill some time. Okay, that's convenient. Oh, we have 2 squirrels in the area. Yeah, I did fucking find a couple of these things. All right, here we got this one. This one is walking a bug. Oh god, they want me to walk my dog.
There you are.
Who's a good boy?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Alto?
Good boy.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it does anything.
What could this mean?
Eh, I'll do another one. I can only spend so much time being confused about walking a bug. Oh, there's another listening one.
Hey, what the? This drawing. Can't make it out.
Wait. Wait.
I can hear it.
Oh my god, my baby was in here. The thing that just fucking ends the video game. Fucking Flux Fissure. Oh, how I've missed you. The lovely palm strike that fucking knocks enemies out effortlessly. They're like, we're gonna hide this one. We don't want you getting that one easy. Well, let's build up some points so I can unlock it then. Alright, first up this group.
Really, guys? Why is this always?
Alright, we got Legend Conqueror at least.
What a waste.
Could have gotten a little bit more points if I engaged in doing EX burst or whatever. Nice place. You have an experience boosting foods in here.
Stop. It's pretty tasty. Thanks.
Alright, now let's get into some fights. We got some over here. I'm tripping a little bit. No mercy, EX action. We're good. Oh man, 888 off the fight.
Really, guys?
And then 840 off the bonus. So good. Flux Fissure. And then you have Flux Fissure Crouching Tiger. So we need Perfect Guard as well. Ah, here it is. Guard just as the enemy's attack opens. So we need another 10,000 to get Perfect Guard. Then we can get 20,000 to get Flux Fissure Crouching Tiger. Ah, a big guy. You're a big guy. Okay, let's... There we go. I had to tank it a little bit. This is not going to kill him, but we're going to have to heal immediately because these guys take... Oh, wait, no. No, that just murdered him. I'm just really strong.
And stay down.
Well, thank you for the 50k. I'm going to just eat 2 sushi sets. We're going to keep fighting random battles while we have the experience boost active. Otherwise, it'd be wasteful. Why are you setting me on fire? I would appreciate if you did not be rude. Hello.
What a waste.
Oh, we got a purple with these guys.
Even more.
I think I'll just unload on them. Whoa, 1332.
Really, guys?
Jeez. Man, you really had a lot. Alright, we have like a quarter left on this experience meter. Let's keep going.
And stay down.
Where are we looking? We have some dudes way out of the way up. Let's hurry. Hold up. He's scared. There we go. We get a decent bonus for the don't be serious one.
Really, guys?
They're like, you made that dude shit. Good job. And I'm like, thank you. We just need to do one more fight and I can at least get perfect guard. And one spawn directly up. We'll be out of EXP boost, but 400 points isn't hard to get normally.
I wish you had.
You can tell I've grinded a decent bit where it's like, I know exactly a general order to switch things up really fast. Alright. Flux Fish or Crouching Tiger, or reversal that can be performed after a perfect guard. Alright, so I perfect guard just as the enemy attacks in Tiger mode. And then I can do a Flux Fissure out of that. Okay. That's good. Alright, let's go back to school. Faculty meeting's over. Let's see if we can grill her for more, though I'm not expecting much. Always throws me off because they show it as an opening, so I'm like, clearly it won't be a door. They show the door.
Pardon me. Did you have business with Sawa-sensei?
Yeah, the faculty...
It just wrapped up. But Sawa-sensei went home in the middle of it, about an hour ago.
Yeah, I expected it.
Apparently she got a call from her apartment manager, saying her place was broken into.
Broken into?
She told me to tell you that if you came around.
Okay, then...
No. I'll just give her a quick call. What? No, she's not answering. They're probably busy.
But I guess she's home then?
I'd say so. Her place is within walking distance.
It is? Sawa-sensei lives in Ijincho?
Yes, but I really...
Sure, I appreciate the need for privacy.
What other Yakuza games would you say you like the most from Combat? I haven't played a lot of the recent ones, to be fair. But I liked Zero's a bit. Though I like the styles in this, I think are handled a bit well. That one's like you have Beast mode that's mainly for like picking shit up. So I do like Majima's breakdance stuff. Alright. Someone who might know the home address. You did not play Yakuza 7. I bought it, but a bunch of stuff came out because I was around the launch of the new consoles. And the fact that it didn't have the PS5 upgrades because Xbox paid to have those come out first for them, and I didn't have an Xbox until later. Then the PS5 upgrades came out, I think, around the time the KH Marathon was happening or some space in there. And then I missed out on games that weren't even that before that. So it kind of just became an avalanche where it's like, no, I have not dug into that. But I'm sure they'll announce Yakuza 8. And then my brain will go, well, time to get in. You own it. And it is right there. So it'll end up being like how Judgment is, where I'll end up playing through it on stream so that I can stream 8. Tiny Murder's combat in 4 was really fun. I looked at combat of Yakuza 4, which I played, and went, holy shit, man. I forgot. I forgot how deep fried that game looked. Does RGG really release a game a year? It feels like they try to hit that cadence, or at least something close. I think the releases they've done in recent years have been like Yakuza 6, Yakuza Kiwami 2, the Hokuto no Ken game, the Fist of the North Star game, Judgment, Yakuza 7, Lost Judgment. They also assisted in working on the port for the recent Virtua Fighter remaster. Yeah, I guess I'll go to my fucking mystery club place, because I do not remember. Can't say I know anywhere else to go figure this out.
Yagami-san.
Nope. Nope, you definitely don't know then. Wait.
Yagami-san.
Nope. Wonder if I can leave the school. I remember your LP from a while back. Yeah. You know, I kind of had this intention of, like, doing all of those games, doing, like, all the Yakuzas eventually, but, you know, it kind of fell out because there were, like, way too many of them. It's like, I like the series, but I also have, like, an internal limit. Yeah, the map doesn't say, which is kind of what has doomed me on like completely. Also, yeah, they're also doing Super Monkey Ball because Nagoshi created that. They straight up gave someone higher up at Sega years ago gave him a challenge to make like an arcade game that was like incredibly simple that a lot of people could get into, and he created Monkey Ball through that. There's something a bit more detailed in how they went about that. Chairman's office, I guess. Excuse me. Your room layout's a bit borked.
Oh? What's the matter, Yagami-san? Is there still something you need?
Well, do you think you could tell me Sawa-sensei's address?
Come again?
Not too long ago, she got a call.
Games nowadays always mark your objective.
And another teacher tried to call.
So it kind of threw me off that there was none, and then my brain went, okay, I gotta find some faculty
you going to
room.
Go check on her yourself? At her place?
She's within walking distance, isn't she?
I believe so. But this is a young woman, living by herself. I shouldn't be giving you her address without her permission.
We're detectives. Give us a bit of time, I'm sure we can find out ourselves. But on the other hand, that wouldn't be best for either party now, would it?
Then can't you just ask her yourself tomorrow?
Chairman, you're aware of the Hiro Mikoshiba murder footage, right?
Yes, of course I am. But from what I've heard from police sources, it's very likely that video was faked.
Well, I have it on good authority it wasn't faked at all. So for the sake of argument, let's say the video's real. And that Ihara is the one behind having posted it to
Jedi Fallen Order doesn't, and I hate
got
it.
the criminal affairs department saying it's probably
That's just
fake.
bad. That's especially bad
So
when
the
you want
police are
to
playing
do a
right into the
completionist type thing. Also fast
And let's say
traveling.
his
There's that
motive
one
in all
planet
this is to avenge his
that's like
son's
really
suicide.
massive that I'm just like, I'm in
Justice for his
hell.
bully
I have to
who
like
never
go through
died.
so much to go back.
Now wait just
get
a moment.
things.
We proved in court that no bullying had taken place here. Sad as it was, the trial concluded that bullying wasn't what drove
Dothamir. It's
poor
probably
Araki
that
to
one. I know it
suicide.
wasn't Kashyyyk, but it was that one
Actually,
that had like
before
caves and
Toshiro
shit in it.
killed himself, Sawa
And
Sensei
flighties.
reported a bullying incident to his homeroom teacher.
What?
But at the trial, she wasn't able to testify.
Maul's plan. It wasn't.
She
It
had
wasn't
no
the plan
choice
with
but
all
to
the
deny
fucking
the whole
Darth
thing.
Mauls.
From Ihara's perspective, that was unforgivable. And after all that,
All of them were kind of
Mikoshiba
rough
was
in their
murdered.
own way, but that one
Now
felt
Sawa
especially
Sensei is
big where I'm
looking
like,
at
I
her
can't
phone
leave it.
Following a break-in at her place.
What are you implying here? It's like you're saying she's going to be next.
I do
Just
need to
wanna
replay
check on
Jedi
her.
Fallen Order because I did
If it
enjoy
turns out
that
the
one.
break-in isn't linked, I'll turn right around. And I'll make sure
Maybe
nobody
next
knows
year.
the chairman gave me her address.
Well, fine. I understand.
At least Fallen Order has a map unlike Soulsborne. Yeah, the Chad Elden Ring with its map confirmed. We in there. Alright, let's see, where is her room at? Ah, it's over there. So I'd need the... Alright. I'd need East Carriage Highway. Can't wait for the Obi-Wan series to come out. Oh yeah. Really excited for that. Nope. Alright, use the map, use your eyeballs. That one. I've been meaning to try this thing out yet again. Oh man, have I missed this move. How have I gone 6 chapters without this fucking bad boy? It's back, they hid it behind a collectible. And soon we'll learn an ability that makes it so that if I perfect block someone, I can just immediately open up and do it. What a great video game we have here. .304. That's a nice bag. Will I ever get around to doing P5 Strikers? I was considering it. It's even on like a sale. I feel like I have to in time for the game of the year, but we'll see. There's so many other things happening. I want to. It's a handyman.
Kawana? What the hell are you doing here?
That was quick. I guess we couldn't ask for a better piece of bait. Kick us off, Akutsu.
Hoo boy.
The bullying that pushed Toshiro Ehara over the edge echoes a previous tragedy. Years before, another boy attempted suicide and remains comatose. Yagami makes his way to Sawa-sensei's apartment, hoping to get some answers that will shed some light on the incident. But, as if by coincidence, he encounters Kawana instead. What ties could an earnest schoolteacher and an underground handyman share?
Also, you know, Neo Yakuza leader guy all the way down there. We got a lot going on.
Kawana? What the hell are you doing here? You forget to mention you had a connection to Sawa-sensei? Or what? Awkward. Do you or not? And don't pretend you're just here to fix a toilet.
Oh boy. Oh damn.
Now it's RK on top of you?
Yagami, we've got more incoming.
What is this?
These idiots aren't after you. It's me they really want. And I just walked into their trap.
What could they possibly want with you? To come all the way from Kamurocho? Akutsu, what is this about? Why do you want her? Looks like they don't feel like talking about it.
Get these two fuckers first. But try to leave them breathing if you can.
Well, we're finally fighting this dude. I'ma get up and kill one of you. Actually, you're one of the bigger guys. Tragic. I know the drill. I might as well just start unloading on you a little bit. This combo's basically free. Alright, that pushed him into the halfway point. And it's time for me to leave. Alright, we're down to like 2 dudes. Alright, make that 1. Wow, I mashed that out and they're still like, nah, dude. Parries, baby. Done.
You stupid son of a bitch! Just stay the fuck out of our way, Yagami! I could say the same thing to you! Sawa-sensei, you okay?
Yes, I'll call the police.
That would help.
Hey, let's go, Yagami!
You go ahead. You're the one they're after, aren't you?
I owe you one.
Whee!
Take Yagami out! Just leave him to us. There's backup downstairs. We'll be right behind you.
There he goes. Now that it's just us, shall we start from the top?
Coming here was the last mistake you'll ever make, you fuck. You're fucking dead, asshole!
Okay. Whee! Oh, that added like a weird stun. You know, I forgot this thing also builds meter. They really were on some shit when they made this fucking move. Is that really it? Just those guys? I mean, okay. I thought there'd be like a couple of waves. I don't think I earned that much experience, but sure, if you feel like it, all right.
Sawa-sensei. Don't open your door until the cops get here, okay? I have to go make sure Koana's all right. I'm fine. But actually, how do you and Koana know each other? Sawa-sensei? Fine. Just please stay in your room, okay?
Oh.
Huh? Wait, you're Yagami!
Yeah, that would be me.
Hey! The hell you looking at? Not trying to get in our way, are you?
Yes.
Yeah, I am. But I'm in a hurry myself, so I'm not gonna hold back, alright?
Yeah? Big words for a little shit. You're nothing without your friend Kaito.
We'll see about that one. That dude's immediately fucking dead. Whee! Oh, he's dead. Oh my god. He's just dead. I was like, man, we're having a lot of fun here. What's happening here? Oh my god. Perfect guard hardened. Gain the ability to perfect guard against bladed weapons. Holy shit, game. So now someone can come up to a sword. I can perfect guard a sword and immediately flux fissure them if I get that. Fucking clown shit. You didn't get far. Ah, I thought that was him. Similar colored jacket.
Huh?
Huh?
Huh. This motherfucker. Hey, check it out. It's Yagami. Hey, trying to screw with RK again? Then you better be ready to get your ass beat.
Aren't you the one screwing with me? Besides, I'm not behind any of this.
All right, enough of your bullshit. You better say a quick prayer, asshole.
There we go. We got the streak bonus. Physics.
What a waste.
Hey, it's Koana! Don't let him get away!
Koana!
Hey, been waiting for you.
You a slow runner or something?
They got here before I did.
Yagami, sticking your nose in our business again. How about I stick you in an oil barrel and see if you float?
That's a halfway decent threat this close to the sea.
Ooh, the great detective sounds intimidated.
If we make it out of this, I've got some questions that need answering. Sawa-sensei won't talk.
I wouldn't worry about the future. Your life is coming to an end soon. Yagami!
Okay, round 2, baby.
Let's go.
Ow. Oh, he got me the full ass stun off that one. Yeah, I need flux to build meter real bad. That's bad. I immediately switched targets. Not great, but whatever, it'll kill him. Very cool.
Stay down, would you? Not happening.
Good luck, Yagami-kun.
Oh, that's great. And bonk. Nice, he's fucking done. He's like, please don't, please don't.
Hey, Kawana! Oh, fine. Least you could have done is say thank you.
We ain't done, Yagami!
I figured.
I get you want to play tough, but do you ever quit?
It's not over till it's over, you little shit.
Oh, shit.
Sawa-sensei. Stop it! Someone's here too?
I wouldn't have expected you and this bitch to be connected.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This has nothing to do with her.
You're the detective, aren't you? You figure it out. Time's up.
Toss his phone before we go any further. This GPS will lead his friends straight to us.
And that explains why we don't pick up.
Hey, Yagami. Rise and shine.
Two more hours, chat. No. That would be wrong again. It's at 5 p.m. and it's 2 p.m.
At this stuff. The technique for knocking someone out takes practice to get down.
Soma.
Oh, good. No brain damage. Man, I'm glad you're tough as nails. Now we can get to the fun part, huh? Yagami-san
Again,
here
it's
just saved
3
your
p.m.
asses. You wouldn't be
Pacific time,
standing if he didn't come around.
which would mean
There's no
6
way
p.m.
we can
Eastern,
let this asshole
5 p.m. Central.
Not my fault everything went to shit. This was your operation anyway.
Fine, it's okay. But you need to make sure you keep your boys in check from here on.
Ow.
Did that hurt? It hurt, right?
See? First comes pain, and then the fear. You have to start with pain. Fear won't work if you haven't given them reason.
This is strangely close to the Resident Evil Infinite
Slap them
Darkness
around,
monologue.
but you do need to keep them conscious. Enough to keep the fear alive. That's how you get what you want to hear. Am I right? I can tell when someone's lying. My superiors found that useful. Probably why they kept me around. Now, no playing dumb and none of your tricks. Don't underestimate me. Yagami-san. So, what's the deal between you and that lady teacher?
We're colleagues, as of a few days ago.
Fuck are you talking about?
Stay out of this, Akutsu. Huh? I'm telling you to shut up and leave this to me. I'm focusing. Besides, Yagami-san here is telling us the truth. He's just being a little vague, is all. So what do you mean, Sawa-sensei is your colleague?
I was asked to look into a bullying case at Serio High. That's all I meant by it.
How about that?
What'd you do to her?
Oh, she's sound asleep now, I'm sure. Our business isn't with her, anyway.
You want Kawana?
Right. About that. You keep calling him Kawana. That's not who we know him as.
Huh?
Kawana is his alias.
A fake name?
That's right. So tell me, what is he? What do you know him for?
Handyman. Ow!
You get 2 seconds to answer.
What does this Kawana guy do?
He's a handyman. In Ijincho. Everybody knows him. He's been taking jobs in the area for a long time now.
A handyman, huh? Well, from the way it sounds, you haven't known each other very long.
Yeah.
His real name's Kitakata. Ring any bells? Well, there you have it. Your face says you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. So then, any idea where your Kawana-san went? We have some business with him.
I wouldn't tell you even if I knew.
Of course you wouldn't. And I suppose that's not a lie. But it's probably more accurate to say you don't know where he is, either. Turns out you don't have a damn thing on him.
Shit.
Know what that means?
It means you have no more use for me.
Shame to be smart and still lose, huh?
Now I got a question for you. Did you really think you'd walk out of here alive? Or is it gonna be in a body bag? The fear in your eyes tells me everything I need to know. And you're probably
That
right.
I'm really cool and handsome and cool and handsome and cool.
You aren't gonna enjoy what little time you have left. It's gonna be painful as hell. Because I'll be the one enjoying it.
What brings you to Ijincho and after a teacher? And why Kawana too? How do you even know him?
I could tell you his little parting gift, couldn't I? Except I ain't feeling so generous.
Owie. Ow.
Pretty boy detective's looking rough. But you didn't think we were done yet, did you? Hey, fire that thing up. Get him on his feet. And I don't want to see him squirming. Not every day you get a chance like this.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yo. How quickly can a chainsaw kill a guy should be the video title when we upload it. This kind of shit gets so many views. Am I right, Yagami? We'll go in slow and get your fingers all cut to shreds. We'll take that up to the right wrist, then we'll switch over to the left side. Right forearm, left forearm. Why don't we make this formal? Take first dibs. You show us how it's done.
You want me to do it?
Time to man up. We gotta show the world what happens when you fuck with RK. Killing shits like him is what puts hair on your chest, guys. Just try not to kill him until everyone gets a turn. Get to work!
But sir...
Figure it out. Akutsu. He won't do it himself, you know. Recording it puts the evidence of a murder out there on video. And he won't be on it. But you guys will be.
Speech 100.
Who do you think they'll come for, moron?
You still talking? Spill your intestines on the fucking floor!
Ah, it's my oomphies.
Yo, we got company. Kaito, how the hell? How'd you fucking find us here?
Kaito-san. Secure.
Suppose I ought to thank you boys for keeping talk nice and comfortable, Akutsu.
Yeah, but we were just getting to the grand finale. You two can have front row seats.
I'll pass. This show kinda sucks.
Block all the doors! These three are fucking dead. You hear me, boys? I don't want anyone leaving the building!
Good call. I don't want anyone leaving either. Not till I'm done with you.
Man, we're so cool.
Don't be a tough guy, Talk. Feel free to take a breather if you need to.
I don't know about that, Kaito-san. He's got that look. That's the face he makes when he's got a score to settle and some ass to kick.
You still haven't gotten your fill of this, Yagami? I'll admit, this is kind of fun, man. Maybe killing you would be a mistake. I've got an even better idea. I'll tie you up and keep you as a pet.
You know what? I think I could punch you as many times as I want right now. And in circumstances such as they are, no one could even blame me.
Huh?
I'm saying I've earned a little payback, Akutsu.
Let's go!
I'm gonna beat you up a third time in the past 20 minutes. Oh god, he has it for the whole fight. This is going to be a fucking nightmare. I don't have a smartphone, so I can't grab items. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's move around. There's healing items across the map. Alright, we should keep that in mind. Let's build meter. You just have to pay attention to our surroundings just a little bit. Okay, where is he at? Ah, okay, he's over there. Did not actually want to do that. I'll take it. Oh, it hit him. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was going to get someone else. Y'all need to stop blocking. It's lame as shit. Oh, hello. Yes. Olay. And for the biggie. This is gonna be close. He's out. Now for the cleanup. Hold on, I'll get up in 8 years. Okay. We're good. I have a barrel. You like my barrel? It's like, dude, you brought a chainsaw to a half-dead man and still lost. It's like, come on.
What the hell does RK want with Kawana? What did he do? Tell me how Sawa-sensei and Kawana are connected.
You ask too many questions. You fucking asshole.
Tell me, why go to all the effort in Kamurocho to find Shinya Kawai? What are you trying to do? Shit. Akatsu!
Man, that guy's invincible. And he's faster than he looks.
Asshole. He knew it was a lost cause, so he took off at the first opportunity. I'm guessing that's why he was holding back.
Are you serious? He couldn't be that sharp.
Nah, he's definitely got some skills, and we better start taking him seriously.
I had no idea you went through so much.
I'm just glad you had the mind to tip off Kaito-san that I wasn't picking up your calls. That got Tsukumo to track my phone over GPS and locate me using the town's security cameras.
Oh.
Long story short, you saved me.
I had to try something. I'm the one who dragged you into this after all. But you know, the first person to suspect something was Higashi-san. He thought it was strange for you to be suddenly unavailable.
Better thank him, too.
By the way, I'd like to share the details I recently gathered on Shinya Kawai. Kawai was a bully at Kurokawa Academy. 5 years ago, he was abducted by individuals.
Oh, yeah, it's all the stuff we learned that we couldn't tell him
A
yet.
worker at a girls' bar witnessed this.
Yep.
Got it. Then I suggest you steer clear of RK as much as possible.
Right. I never imagined things would get this dangerous.
We just got back to Sawa-sensei's apartment. I thought RK was in Kamurocho looking for Kawai.
I figured we were due for a scene or a situation like this. This is basically the same as when the Matsugane clan's just like, we're gonna kill you. And we kind of had to just run away for a while. Though we got it a lot worse on this one, I feel like.
Kawana was a fake name.
And this mystery man has some connection to Sawa-sensei?
Yeah, and I'm about to ask her about him directly. I need to get everything I can out of her this time.
Understood.
I'll be alright. I'm with 2 guys I can trust now.
4 years of subs.
Yeah.
We got one of the OGs.
Just hold your
in
horses.
chat. GamerX, thank you. I became affiliate this month back in like 2017 or whatever. So we have free roam of the city. It looks like. Actually, some shit's blocked off. To be fair. but we can travel a little bit, which is most important. We have access to our phone again. We might as well close up, actually, Perfect Guard Harden's what we're going for next. We have a few other things we can get on that side. I wish Kaito could skateboard. You missed all the Kaito events. There was so much Kaito activity. You missed his heroic entrance. Alright, here's the situation, chat. I have to meet the crew to do podcasts at 3, which is in like 42 minutes or something. We're gonna record one of our podcasts and then we're gonna watch the Nintendo Direct. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna stream it, because I don't think they have any plans to stream, so I'll do it on my side. They may be co-hosting potentially if they want to, but it might be just me. We'll see what's going on. But I should hopefully have another stream fired up when the Nintendo Direct is live in a little over 2.5 hours from now. Unless we run late. If our podcast work runs late to where it's not feasible, I may not stream it. But I'm going to try. I'm going to have this all set up for you. So we'll hopefully get that in. Because, you know, I always co-host their, like, stream events. And I feel like I should try and slip in my own. Since, you know, those are the big viewer moments. And, you know, everybody needs a turn. But we got a busy day. But we're going to end off this stream. And I've saved in a place where I can totally grind enemies off screen to get more points. So I'll probably continue to get more skills. But we're a little over halfway. Actually, we're more than halfway, definitely, through Lost Judgment. I googled it before we started the playthrough. There's like 13 chapters in the game, and we're like midway through 7. So that's gonna do it for me. I will see you guys. I do not know. Aside from the Nintendo Direct, I don't know when we're streaming this next. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. That's gonna do it. You're gonna name drop Big Think to mention your post-apocalyptic novel? Only if you really want to. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys a little later this afternoon, hopefully, if all works out. Anyway, bye-bye.